outer space. So cover and duck, you're out of luck, we don't give up. Yeah, we're going up, next floor is us, you're riding with us. Get up, we want you to get on your feet. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Come on, get loose with the heat. Right now, we go party till we black out. So get the fuck up.
What's up, guys? Oh, I messed it up again. Ah, no. All right. Well, here we are. Here we are. Oh, man. Clicking these buttons too early. Yeah. Well, there we go. Welcome back to our Inkosi Cup. We are here with our second week of the Inkosi Cup Season 3. So welcome back. Welcome back. All right, getting into the game today. We got quite a few teams lined up once again. And of course, with me here, we have my lovely co-host, Mr. Smiley Face.
Yes, soon, one day soon, you can see me frowning and scowling at the rest of you.
There we go. All right, so we're just waiting now for this match to get underway. So hopefully everything would be running smoothly from our side. Fingers crossed. Very excited to see what we got happening in our first matchup today. So of course, the match that we're going to be watching is the second lobby. And then, of course, after that, we'll be jumping straight up into our best of 3, which should be the finals there, of course. But yeah, without any further ado, let's jump into the lobby.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Let's have a look at the teams that we've got in the lobby here, of course, today. So as you can see there over in slot 6, we've got the players from Vibrant Gaming. Over in slot 7. We've got the players there from Extreme Esports. In slot 8, there we've got the Bros. Then, of course, over in slot 9, we've got Gun. In 10, we've got the players from SS Syndicate. We've got Sins Rage over in slot 11. In 12, we've got the players there from Alias Unknown. In slot 13, we've got the 031s. We also have Testo Gang over in slot 14. We've got Inkosi in slot 15. Then, of course, we've got Master Chops over in slot 16. In 17, we've got the players there from Nibble Odyssey. Then, of course, we've got Rain Gaming over in slot 18. We've got the Natural Killers over in slot 19. And then in slot 20, we have the Immortals. So, yeah, that's quite a lineup.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I mean, once again, we have some familiar names in the lobby, so I'm expecting to see some interesting stuff, and I'm curious to see how we see the game evolve tonight, because so far we've seen pretty much both sides of the spectrum. You know, before we were seeing a lot of aggression, and then recently we were seeing a little bit of slowed down sort of paces. So I'm interested to see what the players choose this time around, because obviously we like a little bit of that aggression, we like a little bit of early fighting and some chaos towards the end. But yeah, I mean, depending on what the teams decide to do, we will see how the game is shaped. So I'm interested to see what choices are made.
Yeah, no, definitely agree with that. So yeah, there we go. We've got our flight path underway, taking us all the way from the military island and, of course, heading up right over towards Stolba. So nice south to north flight path there. Now we're just waiting to see where these teams are going to start dropping down. We've got 15 teams in the lobby, 57 players for this first match. So let's see which teams will be the teams that will be moving on over to our best of 3 final at, after this match, of course.
Yeah, as you said, we've got a nice south to north line, so obviously it is more towards the east side, so a lot of that western portion of the map is going to have to be they're going to have to take a little bit of a jog to get there if they want to. And I mean, we've seen that before, actually. We've seen some of the teams send scouting parties out to like the most extreme corners of the map, just going on like a mission to the other side of, who knows where, just to go a little bit for, looking for loot and whatnot. So we'll see if that happens again, or if the teams decide to stay a little bit closer, maybe get into some early fights. We'll see based on where they drop. But of course, we are going to be seeing a couple of teams there in the military base, which I like. That promises a little bit of spicy fights, and the zone as well is going to be centered around that military of some of the portions, or the southern portions of the main island. So interesting zone there. I'm keen to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, well, we've got the players there from the Syndicate team, of course, already making their move fairly close to the military island, or military base rather. So they've already moved in, and then we've got quite a big concentration of teams right there at school. So quite a few teams already making their way through school here, making their way around, and of course, yeah, hopefully we can see a lot of action on, well, in the early game.
Yeah, hopefully we do. Yeah, it looks like Immortals might have spotted out the very fast moving vehicle from that the squad from TTB. That is definitely, yeah, that's them. They're moving up very quickly, and it looks like they're going to be actually moving up the road and exploring the western portion of the map. So at least one of the teams is going to be moving out there and seeing if they can get some spicy loot there in a place where no one else is bound to be.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll just, we're waiting now to see what's going to happen. We've got the Immortals, of course, up in Rozhok itself. And then we've got the players here from SS Syndicate as well as Gun just up ahead of them. So let's see, will we see some of those shots flying across? Will we have some early game action? This, of course, being Risk all by his lonesome right here, putting some shots across over towards Savage and Trip. You can see them just off in the distance there.
That's a risky game. 1v2.
So let's see, will Mr. Risk get it? Ooh, up comes Shroud. Right, so the whole squad there from SS Syndicates now pushing up into that building just across the road. Let's see, are they going to...
I think they might want to just pull back out of this one.
Yeah, that looks like it's been a bit of a rescue mission there. And we also have the players there from Mars going up against Inkosi up in the northern side there in Severny.
Yeah, looks like they're really, really close there.
Right, so you can see Inkosi on the left-hand side putting those shots across. Down goes Philip. Oh, nice. And then, of course, we got Mr. Risk over here trying to see if he can spot those players there from SS. But as you can see, they've already rotated off, heading elsewhere.
Ooh, look at Sully. He's just moving up immediately with that easy, just pumping the shots straight in there. Really well played from Inkosi.
Yeah, well done.
That's your first team back there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very, very quick one there. I mean, yeah, before the team even knew what was happening, and they've already been taken down. I mean, they spotted Inkosi, and that's pretty much as far as it goes.
Yeah, and that's some nice early fighting that we were waiting for.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so having a quick gander at the map again, you can see we've got the teams all spread out. We still have quite a few teams there in the vicinity of school. We got Vibrant now making the approach, slowly but surely heading down. They're, of course, heading right over there towards the players from Extreme Esports, who we've got holding up in Pachinki. We've got the team there from Alias Unknown, as you can see, over at the Western Bridge. And then, of course, the Natural Killers and Rain having a bit of a dash over the Eastern Bridge there. So let's jump
it's bridge
up.
fights, and it's the beginning of the match already.
So I'm going to try and jump up over towards the Natural Killers. It seems like they might be moving up into the compound over here. The one just across the bridge. Not sure if they're going to set up a bit of a bridge camp there. We can have a quick look around. We got Mr. Schnitz and company, of course, now holding up on the one side there. We got Squeak and the remainder of the players there from Rain moving in. And then, of course, we've got Vibrant now heading up in towards Pachinki, where we've got those players there from Extreme Esports, just waiting to receive them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a team did decide to maybe just capture the bridge as soon as they were ready, because if you look at the map, there is a bit of a suggestion that the zone is going to be somewhere over those bridges, and the chances of there being a zone over the bridges is pretty high. So I think it might be a good choice if once you've got all your loot and all that stuff ready, you've got all your loadouts and whatnot, you just put yourself on the bridge, you have a nice camp, and you could potentially catch quite a few people out. And you can already see there's Natural Killers, Rain, and now a whole another team moving in from the north, all there on that one bridge towards the east. Yeah.
No, it's crazy. You can see the Natural Killers, they just holding up on the southern side of the bridge. They're just waiting for the teams to start moving in so they can start, you know, start raking in those frags, getting those kills, you know, and of course put some points on the scoreboard there.
Yeah, this is definitely about to be a bit of a spicy battle there on towards the bridge. Let's see if Optic can spot any of the Rain Gaming players there on the bridge, because they are sort of stuck now. They're sandwiched in from the north and the south.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a tough one for Rain. They're trying to pick a side of the bridge, but so far it's a fairly difficult spot for them to be in. You know, do they move? If they move too much towards the one side, you know, they of course put themselves in a bit of danger there. You can see Squeak now just right up ahead there. Optic now getting ready to move. He's creeping up bit by bit. In fact, the whole team there from Nibble moving in bit by bit. The whole Odyssey team just creeping up towards that bridge. As you can see in front of Mr. Squeak over here.
Oh, Optic is so close. Yeah, he's definitely going to spot Squeak out. This has to be. He takes some shots. Oh, none of them hit. That bridge, the bridge girders there are just stopping him from getting those hits in. But they definitely know they're in a situation here. It's going to be a tough one to get out. They're going to have to either take down Odyssey or Natural Killers if they want to get out of this one.
Yeah, no, they're definitely going to have to fight their way out of this bridge. You know, whether they decide to go north or south, either way, you know, there's going to be some fighting involved. You've got Crayon and Squeak, of course, now on the right-hand side. You're getting ready to rotate up, but they're, of course, now heading straight over towards the Natural Killers, just up ahead of them.
Wait, they tried to drive off once they saw the team there, and now they're just throwing themselves off the bridge. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Wow, down goes Squeak. The Natural Killers just turning up the heat. We got Crayon, of course, now trying to move in. Let's see if we can jump up over towards the Natural Killers, who are just turning up the heat. Hippo, of course, getting that first hit there. So Crayon now just trying to move up. We got Titan and the remainder of the squad, of course, just up on the bridge. They're getting hit. Crayon, as you can see, now getting pushed. We got Hippo and Sela both now just right up in their business. Up comes Sela, trying to get those hits in.
Ooh.
Let's see, will Hippo get it? Oh, there we go. Down goes Bread. Crayon still just...
That's, I think that's quite funny. I think Rain, they saw themselves on the bridge there. They recognized their position, and I was actually going to say, I wonder if they just decide to jump off. That's exactly what they do. They realize they need to take a fight somewhere, and they don't feel comfortable enough to take the fight. And so they just sort of launch themselves off of the bridge, and they find themselves face to face with Natural Killers on the shore. Up towards the end of the bridge, and it just doesn't work out for them, unfortunately. Only Crayon's left alive, so that's that's a funny one, I must say. It's an unfortunate situation to be in.
Yeah. Well, we've got Gun now, of course, trying to move up. We've got the Immortals turning up a few shots there on the 031s. Wezo now getting shot at. Let's see if we can find the 031s. They're, of course, battling it out. Down goes Wezo. That, of course, being the end of him right there.
Yeah. So right now we have two squads that have been sent back, and that being 031s and, of course, MST. And then we have Rain very, very close behind them with only Crayon left alive.
Yeah, well, we've seen a few clutch plays, so we might even see, you know, those players, you know, being able to pull, you know, a rabbit out of their hats.
Yeah. Looks like Alias Unknown has actually taken a bit of damage as well. They've lost two of their players. So yeah, it's been quite an interesting, eventful map. Even though the rest of the teams towards the north haven't really done much, it's been the bridge camping that has given us the most interesting experience. And speaking of bridge camping, the Immortals are trying to cross the bridge, and they are sandwiched in from the north and the south as well.
Yeah, you can see the players just up ahead there, trying to get those shots in. That, of course, being the team there from Sin's Rage. You see Crate just off in the distance there. And the players here from Alias Unknown still trying. It seems like they've slipped down the hill. Let's see, will the Immortals be able to get those hits in on Sin's Rage? But they're, of course, now caught in the middle. Sin's Rage on both sides.
Yeah, once again, these bridge sandwiches have been proving quite interesting here because, of course, when you're trying to rotate into the zone, and the zone is majority over something that has a bridge, obviously you're going to want to cross the bridge to get to the other side. And when someone's camping the bridge, well, then you're kind of stuck in our famous bullet sandwiches, as we like to call them, because the team's coming from behind trying to cross the bridge, the team's in the front camping the bridge, and you're on the bridge, and, well, now there's teams on the bridge. It's Immortals now, Sins, and of course, looks like, what's that team? XTR on the other side there. So they're all just sitting right there by that western bridge.
Yeah, no, the Extreme Esports team, they're definitely trying to get their move in. The Immortals caught in a very tough sandwich. You can see them now just trying to fend off players in all directions, but Extreme now coming in, making a move on the northern side of the bridge, getting a few hits in.
Yeah, and they're going to have to cross the bridge quite quickly. It looks like Inkosi and TTB are actually deciding to swim over because they know the bridge camping is definitely a terrifying prospect. You don't want to get caught in one of those. So they're just opting to take a dive, take a bit of a swim, get their boots wet and get to the other side in one piece at least.
Well, we've got the players here from Extreme now on the approach. You've got the Immortals now also moving up. So two teams on this western bridge now trying to get across. So the Immortals making their move up. We've got the players from Extreme making their push as well. So now we just wait and try to see who's going to be the team that gets control of that bridge. Not that it's in zone anymore. As you can see, the zone, of course, now having moved up all the way down towards the south.
Yeah, they are gonna have to leg it. It looks like the Immortals not gonna catch Sins as they move past. XTR though might not get caught either. Immortals are actually down towards the base. They're actually underneath the bridge. So it seems like the teams will be able to pass relatively unscathed. So they make it, and the bridge camping has been finally completed as the circle moves now inside the military base. And now we're waiting for everyone to, well, wipe each other out, basically.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, because we've got Inkosi and the Bros, of course, now moving up there from the northern side. Both teams now rotating up in towards zone. So now just keeping an eye on them, trying to see what's happening. And then, of course, you've got the players also there from the Testo gang now coming in over on the eastern bridge. Slowly but surely making their way up as well. So it's definitely going to be a very, very interesting one, seeing what, you know, how this whole thing is going to unfold here. Got a few shots already now flying up right over here towards the Bros. Inkosi seems to be opening fire right on them. We got our first one going down.
Yeah, Inkosi is taking the fight there, and it looks like Jelly is going to be returning fire onto Sully. That's going to be the end of that. A lot of teams actually caught in the blue zone here. It's Immortals have been running from it for quite some time. TTB out there as well, Inkosi there. And soon they might just be joined by a couple more as that zone gets ever smaller. Yeah, there it is. Zone going to be claiming some of its first victims here. Surprising that no one's gone down to it just yet. A lot of the time we see players in the zone very early on. So, well, there it is. Zone going to be claiming its victims one by one and moving in very, very swiftly.
Well, let's see. We've got Dr. Rilla now, of course, the last one here for the team there from the Bros. Slowly but surely moving up. Oh, there we go. So the players there from Sin's Rage now opening fire on the Natural Killers. Down goes the team there as well. The one there, of course, now from, I think that was the Bros. We got Inkosi also slowly but surely now creeping in. Let's jump over here to the Natural Killers quick while we still can, just to see what they're getting up to. They are getting hit now. Gun opening fire from way off into the distance. Jelly and company now putting a few hits there. Hippo getting hit.
Yeah, and the Immortals have taken so much damage from the play zone as well. So there are a lot of players dropping right now.
Natural Killers just hitting it up. Oh, Sins. Oh, down they go. Jelly now the last hope for left here for the team there. Let's see, will he get it? We got the players from SS also now getting pushed. Gun putting a lot of hurt in. Sins, SS rather. Well, right there. Right underneath the players here. So this is definitely going to be an interesting one. You got Nibble right above the SS players here.
Yeah, we've got a lot of players on top of one another right now, and that's going to yield some quick fights. So I hope we can catch all the action. It's going to be it looks like SS cowering behind some cars there in a big warehouse, and as the Immortals once again they get claimed, so they're out and back to the lobby there. We're down to 11 teams, 31 players.
Well, let's see if we can find Gun. They're in a pretty good spot. They're just sitting here picking off players in all directions. They're just going ham on everyone. Crayon is just chilling there, waiting for the team here from Inkosi to hopefully not spot him. There we go. Risk putting several hits in. Once again, taking a bit of damage as well.
Yeah, right now we've got a lot of players towards the outer rim of the zone, and about 3 or so teams towards the center. We also have a drop on the map, and we have fighting. Odyssey taking some serious damage there.
Well, let's see his side. I'm going to get the hit. We've got those shots flying in all the way, of course, there from the players from Extreme. Extreme Esports really putting the pain up there on the Nibble team. Sidon, of course, now the last one. Let's see, will he be able to get that res in on Roller? He is definitely trying it to make, well, to get it done. And then, of course, Inkosi sitting very comfortable in the zone.
That zone's going to be so uncomfortable for so many players right now because they've been taking fights from positions, and so many of those positions have now become dangerous zones because, of course, the zone is now up there towards the northwest, which means that Vibrant, AU, XTR, they're all going to have to rotate. SS, Odyssey, they're all going to have to rotate up. And, well, they know where each other is, basically. They know where the players are. They know where the teams are. And, well, they know they have to do something to get around that. Otherwise, they have to take the fight.
Yeah.
Not to mention that there's 29 players, 11 teams that have to fit into this zone. Yeah, there's about to be some interesting fights, for sure.
Now, this is going to get crazy really, really quickly. You can just hear those shots in the background, of course, now going off. Waiting for those hits there from Nibble's side, though, still to come in. Alias Unknown gets taken out by Extreme. Well done, Mr. Hellfire and company now pushing up. Oh, there we go.
XTR is going hunting today.
Yes, sir. Well done. Down they go. Beautiful finish to them. And we still don't see much action here between the players here from Nibble and SS. We have right below them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if they're aware. I mean, they should know that they're sort of standing on top of one another, surely.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that they know that there's someone. I think they're just trying to find the appropriate approach. To get on up into that, so... Let's see. Maybe it works. Maybe it done. But Nibble definitely now trying to get those hits in. SS trying to rotate up. Slim getting that hit in on Sidon. So now it is basically up to Roller. Let's see, will he be able to pull this off? Ooh, there we go. SS getting slaughtered here by Extreme. Well done.
All right, very nice. Now we have the zone closing in once again towards the northeast. We have Gun there chilling in the forest. We have Inkosi there just next to them. Crayon, the last surviving member from Rain, is cowering there just behind. Inkosi. Jelly sitting in the middle of those oil rigs there. We have Vibrant sitting in the compound, and we have XTR just outside there against the mountainside in which that hangar is located. They're smoking their way out. That zone is moving its way in. Of course, the new zone is just towards the east there, so these players are going to have to start moving quickly.
Well, I'm waiting to see what Sela's going to do. We got the whole of Gun just sitting there waiting for him to peek so they can take the shots. But of course, you got Inkosi that he's busy looking at now, busy moving up. We got Crayon also just off in the distance there. Vibrant getting hit pretty hard by the extreme players here. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's because Vibrant decided to move in on that position, and now they're having to take the fight. And yeah, it's not going to work out for them. They're going to get knocked back. That's unfortunate for them, since we have definitely seen them perform quite a lot stronger in past matches. That being said, though, well played to the team there from, if I can just get my camera on them, XTR.
Oh, what a hit there by Roller. Graham also getting a quick hit. Well, taking the first there on side, and down he goes. Well done, well played. Mr. Jelly, of course, now creeping in as well on Inkosi. We are down to 4 teams, 11 players remaining. Jelly just picking them off. Down goes Aries. Quick thirst on Aries there. We got Grim and Reverb, of course, now still out in the open. Oh, Reverb putting those hits in. So everyone now opting for the prone position there as they are trying to move around.
Yeah, I mean, as the zone closes in, you can make yourself a little bit more difficult to spot when you take that prone position. And of course, Jelly, like you said, he's been taking some nice pot shots there, which was what you should be doing when you're playing as a sort of singular player. Try and just take as many shots as you can, get as many frags, surprise kills as you can, you know, catch people off guard. So yeah, everyone's just trying to suss out the positions of everyone else, because right now we've got 4 teams, that consisting of Inkosi, Gun, XTR, and well, of course Jelly there by himself, who is doing some considerable work there just from his position. He's taking some nice shots onto Inkosi. They're just spamming through the smoke. Meanwhile, Gun is also going to be taking some shots towards XTR. And, well, it looks like Jelly actually might just be getting rewarded for his sly plays there. He's taken out quite a number of players just by himself.
Well, and he gets a double drop right on his position. Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful play by Jelly, getting those hits in onto the players there from Extreme. So Jelly now has to move up in towards zone. We got Extreme, of course, just off in the distance here, now trying to tend to their wounded Blaze. The last hope for left. We've got Gun still in full force, trying to make their way up in towards zone. Oh, down goes Jelly.
Oh, Jelly. You played so well, but eventually you had to go down. And Inkosi getting wiped out by Gun as well. That's going to leave 2 teams on the board, that being XTR and Gun. Sitting on the board, but now Gun have access to both of those drops. And XTR, they're all the way there on the outskirts of the zone, which means they're probably going to have to move in. And, well, that's going to be a little bit uncomfortable here around this mountain. We'll see if Gun can come out on top with their seemingly superior cover.
Well, we got Risk.
And superior firepower.
We got Risk already getting ready. He is moving in slowly but surely on approaching the players here from Extreme. So it looks like the majority of the team are there just to, you know, kind of try and distract them, while we have Risk now, of course, trying to move up. Hellfire quickly pushing up onto the mound. Let's see, where's Blaze? Blaze holding up right there on the side, and then of course Spirit making a push, trying to get up in towards the safe zone there. Ooh, Pyro just picking them off now. And up comes Risk. Ooh.
Yeah, Gunner in a very, very good position here. And XTR, well, they're going to be sitting very, very uncomfortable. They're going to have to seriously make some moves right now. And looks like, look at Risks. Hellfire is about to find him. And Risks gets the shots in. Gun starting the assault. on XTR, and there it is.
Well done, well played. There we go. So Gun getting the chicken dinner there, finishing off their play there on 10 kills. Well done. We've got the players there, of course, from Extreme Esports finishing off in 2nd place. Then we got the players there from Inkosi finishing off in 3rd. We got Sin's Rage finishing in 4th place. We got Nibble Odyssey in 5th place. Rain taking 6th place. We got the Natural Killers in 7th. We got Vibrant in 8th place. We got the players there from SS Syndicate over in 9th. Then, of course, let's see, Mr. Devil here and friends. What? Let's see what team they belong to. I'm not too sure. TG, who's that? Who's that? Oh, Testo Gang. All right, there we go. So Testo Gang in 10th place. Alias Unknown in 11th. We got the Immortals in 12th place. The Bros there, of course, in 13th. The 031s in 14th. And then, of course, Master Chops going back to the lobby first. So there we go. There we have it. That was our first round. And a very, very interesting round, I must say. I must add.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of action.
Yeah.
A lot of the teams, though, waiting for a little bit later in the match, you know, before they really start pushing. But at least we had some of that early game action, which is always a bonus. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic to see. You know, seeing all those players going at it. But yeah, I mean, this final few zones also some pretty intense plays there. Pretty good move there by Gun. You know, that whole sneak attack that they had, you know, creeping up on the players there from Extreme, and Extreme, of course, thinking that they had the upper hand. Yeah, pretty good play. Really impressed.
Yeah, I think that whole round was quite interesting because we did have a couple of earlier fights and things did calm down. But then, thanks to the zone, we saw a little bit of that bridge camping paying off. We saw a lot of fights around the bridge, forcing some players to do some interesting things like throwing themselves off of the bridge. And yeah, so we saw some interesting stuff there. It did calm down a little bit after that, players starting to move in and just sort of set themselves up for the final zones. And yeah, like you said, once we got to that final zone, it was quite interesting because a lot of players had some very interesting positions. Jelly was able to throw quite a few spanners in the works of some of the teams. Inkosi having a really difficult time against them, and eventually just sort of getting wiped out in the process. And then yeah, at the end of the day, XTR tried to pull a bit of an Obi-Wan Kenobi style high ground play, but Gun, they played really well. They had the nice cover and they utilized it well. They drew some fire and then they rotated around towards the side of the mountain, sneaked all the way to the top, and then yeah, they just executed their attack really well. And I think the top three teams here can be really impressed with what they've done, because if you look at their frags as well, they're very high. So I'm looking at 10 kills for Inkosi there, 10 kills for Gun, and quite a lot, looks like 16 or so kills for XTR. So they're going to be quite happy with their performance in this match.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it was a pretty good zone. You know, really enjoyed this first match. Now I'm really keen to see which other teams from you know, the other lobby managed to make it through into the finals for today, of course. Yeah, I mean, if this lobby is anything to go on, the next 3 games that are coming up are going to be absolutely insane. But yeah, I think we're going to be starting with those ones on the hour, as we usually do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, without any further ado, let's get into some of the highlights there from the match. And then, of course, yeah, we'll be back with you as soon as we get our first match of the finals, then, of course, underway. But there you go. So without any further ado, let's jump straight up into that. And we'll see you back after this.
Yeah, looks like they're really close there.
Right, so you can see Inkosi on the left-hand side putting those shots across. Down goes Philip. Oh, nice. And then, of course, we got Mr. Risk over here trying to see if he can spot those players there from SS. But as you can see, they've already rotated off, heading elsewhere.
Ooh, look at Sully. He's just moving up immediately with that easy, just pumping the shots straight in.
Just right up in their business. Up comes Sela, trying to get those hits in.
Ooh.
Let's see, will Hippo get it? Oh, there we go. Down goes Bread. Crayon still just
That's I think that's quite funny. I think Rain, they saw themselves on the bridge there. They recognized their position, and I was actually going to say, I wonder if they just decide to jump off, and that's exactly what they do. They realize they're at the bridge, and it just doesn't work out for them, unfortunately. Only Crayon's left alive, so that's yeah, that's a funny one, I must say. It's an unfortunate situation to be in.
Yeah. Well, we've got Gun now, of course, trying to move up. We've got the Immortals turning up a few shots there on the 031s. Wezo now getting shot at. Let's see if we can find the 031s. They're, of course, battling it out. Down goes Wezo. That, of course, being the end of him right there.
In the zone very early on. So, well, there it is. Zone going to be claiming its victims one by one and moving in very, very swiftly.
Well, let's see. We've got Dr. Rilla now, of course, the last one here for the team there from the bros. Slowly but surely moving up. Oh, there we go. So the players there from Sin's Rage now opening fire on the Natural Killers. Down goes the... Can just hear those shots in the background, of course, now going off. Waiting for those hits there from Nibble's side, though, still to come in. Alias Unknown gets taken out by Extreme. Well done, Mr. Hellfire. And company now pushing up. Oh, there we go.
XTR is going hunting today.
Yes, sir. Well done. Down they go. Beautiful finish. It works. Maybe done. But Nibble definitely now trying to get those hits in. SS trying to rotate up. Slim getting that hit in on Sidon. So now it is basically up to Roller. Let's see, will he be able to pull this off? Ooh, there we go. SS getting slaughtered here by Extreme. Well done.
So these players are going to have to start moving quickly.
Well, I'm waiting to see what Sela's going to do. We got the whole of Gun just sitting there waiting for him to peek so they can take the shots. But of course, we got Inkosi that he's busy looking at now, busy moving up. We got Crayon also just off in the distance there. Vibrant getting hit pretty hard by the Extreme players here. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's because Vibrant decided to move in on that position, and now they're having to take... They're going to get knocked back. That's unfortunate for them, since we have definitely seen them perform quite a lot stronger in past matches. That being said, though, well played to the team there from... If I can just get my camera on them. XTR.
Oh, what a hit there by Roller. Graham also getting a quick hit. Well, taking the first there on side, and down he goes. Well done. Well
plays there. He's taken out quite a number of players just by himself.
Well, and he gets a double drop right on his position. Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful play by Jelly, getting those hits in onto the players there from Extreme. So Jelly now has to move up in towards zone. We got Extreme, of course, just off in the distance here. Now trying to tend to their wounded Blaze. The last hope for left. We've got Gun still in full force. Trying to make their way up in towards zone. Oh, down goes zone there. Oh, Pyro just picking them off now. And up comes Risk. Ooh.
Yeah, Gunner in a very, very good position here. And XTR, well, they're going to be sitting very, very uncomfortable. They're going to have to seriously make some moves right now. And looks like, look at Risks. Hellfire is about to find him. And Risks gets the shots in. Gun starting the assault on XTR. And
everything that brought me alive monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. They took my innocence without an alibi. Smoking gun, you got me on the run. We know that will come. We're all up till dawn, but how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Going around like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence without an alibi.
I don't wanna see you, but you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah. You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on, name, you understand. I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. I wanna leave, you understand. I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. I wanna see you, but you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, still spinning inside your orbit. I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on, name, you understand. I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me
Slow to speak, you're quick to change your mind. And I know it's me that followed you in blind. I could say that you didn't need, but you wanted me. Maybe I was wrong, even want wasn't anything. So if we had another chance, I would never let you steal my lips. Breathe me back to life. Don't dig deep like you would have a clue. All I see is how I was a fool to see my heart skip beats. Thinking about you. Whoa. I could say that you didn't need, but you wanted me. Maybe I was wrong, even want wasn't anything. Yeah, I could say that you didn't need any part of me. Yeah, maybe it's not me, you should be the one on your knees. So if we had another chance, I would never let you steal my we had another chance, I would never let you steal my glance. Bring me back to life. Left a star glowing in your eyes when I'm not aware. You left a scar. I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me feel it again. Let me feel it. Fall into your I found a ray dripping down your eyes when I'm not around. I found myself, but I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me feel it again. Let me feel it. Fall into your
Oh, man. Lovely, lovely. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but whatever. Here we go. We are back. The match is about to get started. We've got all our teams in the lobby. And yeah, we're ready for some action. Hope you guys are ready. Just waiting for everything to load up, of course. And then, yeah, we'll jump up straight into that. Get the party underway. Speaking of which, Mr. Patch, here we go.
Let's go. Yeehaw.
Well, there we have it. All right, so let's have a look at the team. So as you can see, of course, over in slot 5, we've got the players there from Gun. We've got Inkosi over in slot 6. We've got the team there from Nibble Odyssey over in 7. We've got the Natural Killers in slot 8. Vibrant in slot 9. In 10th slot, we've got the players there from the Testo Gang. We also have Extreme Esports over in slot 11. Then, of course, Sin's Rage over in slot 12. We've got Rain Gaming in 13. We've got SS Syndicate over in slot 14. And then, of course, now the players from the other lobby here. We have the team there, Reluctant. We also have Haha Gaming over in slot 16. We have the players there from Spaza Gaming over in slot 17. Oxium Esports over in 18. We've got Effects over in slot 19. We also then, of course, have the players from the Make You Nation on slot 20. Tears of Chaos over in 21. We've got Temper over in 22. We've got Mecha 6 over in slot 23. And then, of course, last but not least, the Escapades over in slot 24. Here we go.
Yeah. Let's get it. I'm keen. We saw some great stuff in the previous match. And, well, I'm hoping we see some great stuff here. Obviously, the teams that we know from the previous match are nice and warmed up, and I'm sure everyone else is ready to get into it. So some nice familiar names in the lobby once again. So I'm keen to see how this plays out. We'll see where the flight path takes us and where the zone lands.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get into some action. The plane, of course, now taking off, heading up from just to the northwest there of shooting range and making its way across over to the Sosnovka military base. So interesting flight path there. Some nice spots there where the teams are going to choose to drop into. So let's keep an eye on them, see where they go, and then hopefully, of course, we can jump up straight into that action. And yeah. The nice thing about this flight path is that it's sort of centered in the sense that it cuts the map very much in half, and that allows the players to pretty much go wherever they like across the map. So instead of having, you know, those weird sort of scouting parties just going to the very extreme corners of the map, here you can really actually have quite a spread out sort of setup. A lot of teams can pretty much choose where they want to go. You know, you can go all the way to Yasnaya if you want, or all the way to Quarry. So you know, it's a nice sort of cut in half sort of flight path, so it offers a lot of potential possibility. And of course, there is still the possibility of dropping in that military base there. Let's see if that happens. Yeah. Well, let's keep an eye on the team, see where they go, and then of course, hopefully we can jump up straight into that. We've got a few teams already now making their way down up into Rozhok there. As you can see, Inkosi going for the usual spot up in Severny. And then, of course, the players there from the Mecha 6 also heading up to North George there, right, with the players from Extreme Esports. So now just keeping an eye, trying to see where our first potential fights might maybe be. We might see something there between the players from Effects and, of course, the team there moving up with them, that being Rain Gaming. And then, of course, Tears of Chaos, the Make You Nation, and who's that other one? That's the Testo Gang. So they're, of course, now also heading up in towards Malta. So we're having a quick look at the map here, just trying to see if we can spot those first fights. We might see Bonzo, of course, now pushing up over towards Extreme. So just patiently waiting, trying to see where they're going to go. So, of course, you know, sitting at the ready. We might even have a little potential fight over here between the Escapades and the players there from Rain Gaming. But it seems like Rain, of course, now getting ready to move up.
Yeah, all right. I like this. It's quite a bit of a cluster here. Zone. A lot of teams very much centered in it, which means that we're going to have quite a lot of teams who are sitting very comfortable for quite a long time. Meanwhile, all those teams up there towards the northwest, well, they're going to have to look at rotating pretty soon, especially Oxium up there in Zaki.
Well, we got the Make Your Nation already wreaking havoc right here on the players from Tears of Chaos. You can see Jinx already getting taken down. Cry and Bow now moving up. Ooh, Cry taking a bit of a beating there. Not sure where these shots were coming from though. Was that from the rest of the Tears of Chaos team? There we go. Down goes Jinx.
Oh. Tears of Chaos and Make You Cry are, or the Make You team there are sort of very close, which is the case for quite a number of these teams. So you can see SS are very close as well to the team from Effects there. And Vibrant also have a couple of teams quite close around them. Gun is there. I think that's the Haha squad that's close by. And yeah, so we could see some pretty close engages here, maybe in the next few minutes.
Well, Mr. Trip is pretty good at dodging Opium. Let's see how long he'll be able to uphold this. The squad, of course, now pulling in. Opium trying to get the hit on Trip. Trip just dodging vehicles at the moment. So pretty well done there. Get Savage now also getting involved. Let's see. Ooh, Opium going down the mountain. Crashing ever so slightly. Not being able to get the hits that he was hoping for. Now he's getting shot at. His vehicle not looking too great. Oh. Here we go. And the rest of the effects team now moving up from atop the hill here. Gig Boy coming in, putting a few shots right over in towards the players there.
Yeah, things are getting close, and it looks like there could be potential fights brewing almost immediately up in prison there with Effects and SS. And then, of course, Tears of Chaos and the Make You squad are also very, very close, trying to chase one another and take a fight there. So we'll see who starts taking the fight first. It might just be Tears of Chaos, who look very, very clamped in right now.
Well, they've pushed up really hard onto Cry and Bow over here, so we'll see how it goes. You got the remainder of the team, of course, now moving in as well. Ouch, and Sass now just creeping up. Ouch, putting those hits in. Quite the appropriate name. You go, so Make You Cry managing to just survive with close to almost no health. So Sass now just moving up to Cry for a little bit of support. It'll be interesting to see if we have the Tears of Chaos guys, if they're going to take the advantage, you know, try and create an advantage here, you know, of course, to move across over into the building to get those hits going, or if, you know, they're just going to pretty much stay in the building here and hope that they find a spot, you know, or opening to take, you know, to add some frags onto the list.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are in a bit of a spot because if they try and rotate out, they know they'll most likely get picked off, which means they have two choices. They can either take a fight in the best position that they can, or they have to sit tight and hope that they can win the fight on the defense when the other team decides to potentially push, if the Make You squad decides to push. And there we go, right? Bo is going to make the first hits there onto Fury. He's going to knock him over. It's good. War and Fury have to sort of make something happen here, and as Goose goes down, War also gets knocked, and that's going to be the end. Make You squad takes them down.
Well done, well played. There we go. So the Make You Nation getting the first squad wipe of the match. We have the players there from Gun now moving up towards Vibrant as well, right up in the north here. Just on the outskirts here of Rozok, of course. You can see Risk and Nerf now just rotating up. They're heading over towards the northeast. Vibrant seems to be mobilizing themselves, getting ready to move up. The Natural Killers are also heading in. The Escapades getting a quick few hits in there as well. Not sure if they just maybe ran themselves over or what happened.
Yeah, I don't know, but one of the things about the zones that we have right now is the fact that the zone has landed in such a space that allows all the teams to be inside of it and not have to rotate anywhere, means that they get a little bit, I don't know, a little bit unsettled. You know, they don't like to sort of just sit there and do nothing. They sort of want to move around and find some space and do whatever. And so that means that there's a lot more clustering, and actually it ends up them being sort of finding each other a lot quicker. And that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a lot of teams very close to one another, which could either mean that we get lots of early fights and early teams getting knocked out, or it could mean that the teams eventually just hole up in a building or something and just wait it out.
Yeah. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's see how this, you know, how this whole thing unfolds. Gun, of course, over here now trying to get ready to move. And, of course, you got the players there from the Natural Killers just up ahead of them. And it's very true what you say about, you know, the teams, they don't really have to rotate. But, you know, you can see how they're getting, you know, a little bit fidgety, you know, having just, you know, without really having a need to rotate up.
Yeah.
It's like they don't really know what to do. They're like, I want action, I can't get action, but you know, we need to try and find it.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to the way that you approach playing, because when you're in a situation like this, you know, the smart decision could either be do what we saw a little while back and do a sort of hunting style where you go around and you actually just sort of scout out your opponents, hunt them, take them down, you know, catch them on the rotate or something like that and come out on top and get yourself a lot of frags. Or you could find yourself a really good defensible position within the zone and just stay there until you have to leave.
Yeah. And it's a difficult one to you know, to make the decision as to which one it is that you're going to try and go for, especially in a zone like this, you know, because we'll see now with the zone when it closes in, like the zone has shifted up once again, yet again, not a lot of need there for the teams to move in, but as we know, most of them are going to probably try and, you know, get a better position in zone, you know, maybe even rotate up into center zone, and we will then hopefully see a lot of action taking place there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we will see momentarily as the teams start making their way in towards the zone, as that blue zone is moving forward, and hopefully people don't get caught out in there, because we've seen it happen just in the previous match. We saw quite a number of teams getting taken down by that blue zone, so hopefully they'll make it in time. And a lot of teams appear very much centered inside the zone. You can see Gun with a ring around with RNG. We have SR, we have Natural Killers, we got Vibrant. ESC, we've got a lot of teams, Oxium, Kasi, all of sort of just in a little bit of a ring and a circle around here inside the zone. So once again, it's sort of that state where the teams are finding a spot that they feel more comfortable in, finding a good position to be in, and really just waiting until the zone sort of decides what it wants to do. And I mean, that's an entirely fair way to play. You know, you don't always have to get aggressive if you don't feel comfortable with that. You know, it depends on what your team wants to do. But in this case, we could see a couple of fights when some teams are trying to get towards the same spot. You know, if they find that there's one particular spot that they want to be in, and there's three teams that want to get there, then we could see a little bit of a fray.
Yeah, no, definitely. So we'll just keep an eye on the teams, see. Hopefully, we can spot some of that action as it unfolds, and the teams start battling for positioning. We got the Natural Killers and the players there from Odyssey, of course, now getting fairly close together as well. Not a lot of, you know, distance between the two teams. You can see them, the Natural Killers, of course, are moving up on top of the hill, trying to see if they can spot any of the players in the vicinity. And I think it's a pretty good spot there where Odyssey moved into we don't see that particular compound being occupied, you know, too often.
Yeah, could give them a nice little bit of survivability there. Maybe an unknown position that could come in handy. But right now, what I'm interested in is the fact that there are 19 teams and 72 players still on this map right now, and this zone's about to get really small.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to heat up quite a considerable bit. We've got several teams sitting, you know, just keeping an eye on, you know, on the other teams as they all now start heading up into a zone. Mr. Trippier now deciding to open fire on the Make You Nation. There we go. So Temper also getting a quick few hits in there as well. So let's quickly try and rotate up in towards that. I think they've pretty much taken down the team that we had right there. Yes. So they got the knock and thirst. Not joking around. And then, of course, you got the players just up ahead there from Bo3 Gaming.
Yeah. Now this zone is tiny right now, just around Yasnaya pretty much, and that means that all of the teams are going to basically all of them have to rotate at this point, which means that we're about to see quite a bit of bottlenecking most likely because this zone is very small, and these teams definitely have a good idea of sort of the direction of a lot of the teams. You can see the natural killers are moving in here. There's already 2 or 3 teams in that same spot. And a whole lot more are going to be moving in quite soon. So I think we're about to see quite a bloodbath because there are a lot of teams that are going to be fighting each other right now.
Well, Mecha 6 already opening fire. We've got, yeah, they just trying there to anticipate the teams as they move in. Sin's Rage, also, of course, right here next to the players from Temper, as well as the players there from Mecha 6. So this is definitely going to make a very, very interesting round. We got Haha Gaming, of course, are getting shot at as well. Gun moving up over towards the east here of Temper. Ooh, and we've got the players here from Extreme also now pushing up on the natural killers. Down goes Hellfire. The remainder of the squad now just pulling up. They're trying to rotate in. There we go. Shots going all over the place. Reluctant also pushing up. Natural killers. Everyone is here. Everyone is trying to be part of the fight. Trying to get those frags.
Everyone is just centered around here, and it's just fight all over the place. Everyone's sort of trying to take each other down. SG doing some work. TMP a great nade onto Jelly. SG doing some work. Everyone is just fighting right now.
And I mean, this zone, I have honestly never seen Yasnaya look like this. Never.
Yeah.
It is insane.
Yeah, and I mean, this just goes back to what we were talking about in terms of the zone being so central. All the teams really didn't need to move around, and they didn't. And that meant that they all just sort of sat there. Yeah, they took a couple of pot shots, but ultimately they didn't really fight that much. They sat around, and now the zone is small, and everyone's basically still alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Reluctant solo player there off on the side getting taken down, and Tempo of course now holding up in the apartment building over here while Cicada just gets taken down there. Flacco is trying to move up for the thirst, and of course Cicada bleeding out just before he could get there and get that hit in. Now the Make You Nation are also rotating in. Wow, what a welcoming committee. Just shots. If any of these teams could see what this is actually looking like at the moment, I think they would go like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think if any of them come back and watch this VOD, they are going to be losing their minds because look at all of this. Everyone is just clustered up in Yasnaya, and look at the zone. It's even smaller now, and all of the teams still have to move in. Odyssey is doing some serious work to the Make You Nation. It's going to let them drop all the way out back to the lobby, and the fights, they continue.
Mm-hmm. We got the natural killers, of course, now getting hit. We've got the Reluctant, and now also just trying to get a better position. Luckily for them, the zone, of course, now has moved all the way over towards the eastern side. Oh, Spirit with a beautiful gren there. Mamba and Hippo now the last two left here. Extreme doing quite a bit of damage there. As you can see, the number of teams that we had have it's dropped considerably. You know, taking into account that we had so many of them just battling it out right over here. And of course, it seems like, well, they're slowly making their way up. Gun, once again, in a pretty good spot here, just picking off at the players as they rotate up.
Yeah, I mean, we had just over 70 players, and now we have 53, and there are still plenty of people left on the map for the side of the zone. 53 is a big number, considering this zone is just getting smaller and smaller. Now, a lot of the teams are still concentrated in the center of Yasnaya. Some are still over there towards the west. A lot of teams moving west to try and avoid the fights, and speaking of fights, fights are happening right there with Inkosi and TMP. Odyssey, Inkosi, and Vibrant all just shooting in a big sort of triangle.
Man, this is insane. Up comes Grim now. Ooh, get those last few hits in. Luffy, of course, now being the last one left here for Vibrant. So he's rotated up onto the side there. Let's jump over to Nibble and see what they've got cooking over here. Nomad is down. Oh, down they go. I think that was. Well, from what I can see, it seems like Odyssey's been taken down. We've got Cobra, of course, now still trying to move up. Extreme, of course, just off in the distance there. Man, this kill feed is absolutely lit at the moment. It is just kills upon kills upon kills. We're down to 41 now. We won 52 just mere moments ago. Wow.
Yeah. And now we have a whole divide as well, because there's a whole bunch of teams on the east, a whole bunch of teams on the west, and they have to all get inside the zone. And by the time they get into the zone, it's just going to get smaller.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have time to sit around, because they need to make their way into zone. Once they've done that, the zone will change and they're going to have to move in again and rotate again. And these teams, they're just running out of space bit by bit.
Yeah. No, it's insane. It's wow. It is absolutely insane. Tempo, of course, now opening fire once again, putting a few hits across. Effects now just up ahead of them. There we go. Bannick getting that hit in there. Well done. So many shots. I mean, it's difficult even just to spectate all of it. Bane now getting fired upon there by Temper. They're trying to move up. We got Gig Boy and Dexter just off in the distance. Rolex putting a quick few hits there into Shade. We got the players here from Extreme, of course, now trying to move in. Panic getting that quick few hit in. Oh, down it goes Spirit. Blaze and Beach now, of course, getting ready to move up. Gets the hit in on Dexter.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. And SG is taking some fights there as well and towards the south.
Yeah, they just took out the players there from Testo Gang, I believe.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rain now getting a nice little visit here from Gun as they pull up, trying to move over towards the drop, I assume. You can just see the slaughter going on. So Rain right there. We got Luffy just off onto the side. Gun. Oh. I think it's up to Titan. Titan, and now the last remaining player left for the Rain team. We got Pyro and Nerf, of course, now also left there for gunshots going all over the place. Will they get it? We got Oxium right behind them. Hippo there. Luffy is there as well. And, of course, Temper getting a quick few hits in. Just off on the side there.
Yeah. And it's really just so much fighting over the last few minutes, and it's just down to the fact that the zones were so small and there's still so many players left alive. TMP taking the fight now against SG. They're going to be winning that one out quite well. And you can see the health bars of so many of these teams not looking too great. They have to patch themselves up and get straight back into the fighting because 24 players are still here. Oh, RNG. They just got taken out.
Wow. Rolex now trying to survive. He's just trying to move all about, get out of harm's way. Just see the shots coming in from all directions. Beach and Blaze now moving up as well. Gun just putting the hurt into all the teams in their vicinity. You got Effects now trying to move up as well. Nerf taking quite a bit of damage there. He's fairly low on health. We are down to 8 teams. Temper, of course, now still up on the hill here. Just tapping away at the players as well. Man, it is insane.
Yeah, it certainly has been absolutely insane. And we got still 20 players left alive in this zone. And it's about to get even smaller. And, well, we're going to see even more fighting.
Big Boy goes down. Well done to Gun and Temper for taking them down. Rolex now, of course, trying to move up on towards the players here from Extreme. Gets a bit of damage in on Blaze. Now, let's see. Will he finish it off? We got Grim and Ares, of course, also just off in the distance. Gun! Oh! Gets those hits in once again.
Yeah, we have a very interesting situation now. With this zone is centered around almost nothing. It's just a bunch of trees and some fields. And we've got TMP just up towards the top of a mountain, or top of a tiny little hill, more like, with some buildings on the top. And they've just made their way over towards Luffy, who's sitting on just the crest of the hill. Might be able to do some damage because Gun is there to take some fights against them as well, as the rest of the TMP squad rolls up towards that hill. It's going to be TMP, Gun, and Luffy from Vibrant there to make some fights.
Well, let's see. Will Fluffy be able to clutch it? Oh, Gun gets a beautiful hit in on Nukes. So now we got Nos, Shady, and Flacco left. We got Pyro, Nerf, and Slim on the Gun side. Shots now, of course, still flying across over towards the players there from Oxium. Whoa! There we go. Slim and Nerf now pushing up straight over towards them. Down goes Slim. Nerf now trying to get a few hits. Whoa! Down goes Shady. Oxium now also trying to move up. They're sneaking up from behind. Let's see, will Temper be able to fend off all these teams? Oh, Luffy gets a beautiful hit and finish in on Nerf, as well as Pyro. Wow, pretty good.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise attack.
Wow.
Launches it at just the right moment there. Now at TMP, they're still alive. Vibrant Luffy could do something here. He is moving up. He is going to get some shots in onto Flecko. Oh, they are just absolutely gunning for him, but he is able to take down Flecko as he moves through the smoke. This is just nuts. We have Oxium moving to the center of the zone as well, and Inkosi is trying to take them off. Just pick them off one by one there. Oh, the Grens are going. They're looking for Luffy. They know he's there somewhere, probably behind that car. They're just moving up. Shady looking for the flank. Here come the shots. He's so low. Oh, they finally find him and he goes down. So that's Luffy wiped off the board after all of that chaos. TMP managed to come out on top of that one.
Oh, Temper really turning up the heat on everyone. Inkosi and Oxium trying to battle it out. Aimbot and Aries, the last two hopefuls left. Everyone now turning their attention over towards Temper. Not getting hit in the process. We are down to 4 teams. Inkosi trying to recover, well, trying to heal up their wounded players there. Same, of course, for Oxium. Oxium on 2. We've got Inkosi on 2. We've got the players there from Extreme on 2. And then, of course, Temper on the 3 players.
Yeah. And XTR have been sitting quite comfortably for a while, but as that zone gets smaller, they are having to move up. And now we're just waiting to see who fights who. It looks like XTR is moving up towards TMP. On the other side, Inkosi getting claimed by the blue zone there. Aries looking to actually getting taken down there as well. I don't think they're long left for that one. So it is just going to be Oxium then and TMP with XTR as the fight continues. Nos getting dropped there by XTR as they move in. Well, the Grens are looking to see if they can find anyone. Right now, XTR hesitant to move up. The Gren does find Nos eventually, and Nukes gets knocked as well. XTR doing a really great job of clearing them out. Meanwhile, Inkosi not long left for this world as Oxium just finished them off there. The fight still continuing on the other side with TMP and XTR there, taking the shots back and forth. The smoke not doing very much to cover them. Shady and Nukes are very, very low. They could be taken out quite soon. Oxium, meanwhile, actually getting knocked by the blue zone there. A little bit shaky there.
Down goes Riggs. So now it's up to, well, these last 5 players. Shady, Nukes, Blaze, Beach, and Aimbot.
Yeah, it's a 2v2v1. And the Grens are flying, and they are finding their targets. Aimbot getting a beautiful knockdown to Beach as he moves in. It takes him out as well. Now it's Blaze And TMP finally, actually, they're looking like they're coming out on top of this one. XTR looked like they were knocking them out, but they managed to get their health back and take the fights. And now Aimbot just coming in and making it so much easier for Nukes and Shady. Now all they have to do is take down Aimbot, who's very, very low. This could be the end. TMP could do it, but Aimbot is still fighting strong. Ooh,
Well done.
Close.
Wow. What a show, what a show. That was insane though. I mean, once that zone started shifting up into Yasnaya, it was just downhill from there. Action upon action upon action, non-stop, insane. Wow, well done, well done. That was just beautiful.
Yeah.
That was just absolutely
absolutely
beautiful. And I mean, there we go. We got Temper coming in. They're finishing off their play on 15 kills. We got Oxium coming in with 8 kills in second place. We got Extreme on 4 kills in third. We've got Inkosi there in 4th place. We got Vibrant in 5th place. We got Gun in 6th place. We got the players there from Syndicate in 7th. We got Effects in 8th. We got Rain in 9th place. Then, of course, we have the players over here. These, of course, being the players there from Spaza Gaming in 10th. We got the Natural Killers up in, the Natural Killers in 11th place. Spaza Gaming also finishing off with a pretty good play. They're finishing on 11 kills. So that's the second highest kill count for this match. We got the players there, of course, from Mecha 6 coming in 12th place. Then the players here from the Testo Gang, I think it is. Yes, Testo Gang up in 13th place, Since Rage in 14th, the Escapades in 15th place, Nibble in 16th, Reluctant in 17th, Make You Nation taking 18th place. Then, of course, the Haha players there from Haha Gaming in 19th place, and Tears of Chaos getting sent back to the lobby first. So, yet again, beautiful match, beautiful play. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff.
Yeah, really nice, really fun to watch as well. We saw some great stuff, and obviously the interesting thing about this particular match was that the zone dropped right on top of everyone, making sure that none of them really had to rotate too much. And that just resulted in all the teams getting nice and comfy, sitting around, and that resulted in like 70 players inside of a small zone. They were just fighting from then on almost non-stop, right until the end when we saw a bare open area, very little cover, and the teams just hunkering down to try and make something happen, and a lot of great plays and some really interesting results. So GG.
Yeah, no, definitely well done, well played. A lot of action there. So speaking of which, I think we should try and get into the highlights quick of the previous match, and we'll get back to you guys as soon as we start. The next one should be up in about, we should be starting at about 10:02. So without any further ado, let's get into those highlights, and then of course we'll be back with you shortly. And
position that they can, or they have to sit tight and hope that they can win the fight on the defense when the other team decides to potentially push, if the Make You squad decides to push. And there we go, right? Bo is going to make the first hits there onto Fury. He's going to knock him over. It's good. War and Fury have to sort of make something happen here. And as Goose goes down, War also gets knocked, and that's going to be the end.
Wow, what a welcoming committee. Just shots. If any of these teams could see what this is actually looking like at the moment, I think they would go like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think if any of them come back and watch this VOD, they are going to be losing their minds, because look at all of this. Everyone is just clustered up in Yasnaya, and look at the zone. It's even smaller now, and all of the teams still have
in just off on the side there.
Yeah, and it's really just so much fighting over the last few minutes, and it's just down to the fact that the zones were so small and there's still so many players left alive. TMP taking the fight now against SG. They're going to be winning that one out quite well. And you can see the health bars of so many of these teams not looking too great. They have to patch themselves up and get straight back into the fighting, because 24 players are still...
We are down to 8 teams. Temper, of course, now still up on the hill here. just tapping away at the players as well. Man, it is insane.
Yeah, it certainly has been absolutely insane, and we got still 20 players left alive in this zone, and it's about to get even smaller, and well, we're gonna see even more fighting.
Big boy goes.
Well, we're gonna see even more fighting.
Big boy goes down. Well done to Gun and Temper for taking them down. Rolex now, of course, trying to move up on towards the players here from Extreme. Gets a bit of damage in on Blaze. Now, let's see. Will he finish it off? We got Grim and Aries, of course, also just off in the distance. Gun! Oh! Gets those hits in once again. Get a few hits. Whoa! Down goes Shady. Oxium also trying to move up. They're sneaking up from behind. Let's see, will Temper be able to fend off all these teams? Oh, Luffy gets a beautiful hit and finish in on Nerf, as well as Pyro. Wow, pretty good.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise attack.
Wow.
Launches it into the center of the zone as well, and Inkosi is trying to take them off. Just pick them off one by one there. Oh, the Grens are going. They're looking for Luffy. They know he's there somewhere, probably behind that car. They're just moving up. Shady looking for the flank. Here come the shots. He's so low. Oh, they finally find him and he goes down. So that's Luffy wiped off the board as they move in. The Grens are looking to see if they can find anyone. Right now, XTR hesitant to move up. The Gren does find Nos eventually, and Nukes gets knocked as well. XTR doing a really great job of clearing them out. Meanwhile, Inkosi not long on the beach as he moves in. It takes him out as well. Now it's Blaze and TMP. Finally, actually, they're looking like they're coming out on top of this one. XTR looked like they were knocking them out, but they managed to get their health back and take the fights. And now Aimbot just coming in and making it so much easier for Nukes and Shady. Now all they have to do is take down Aimbot, who's very, very low. This could be the end. TMP could do it, but Aimbot is still fighting strong. Ooh,
Well,
You got me trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like, now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
Too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you that you have to lose.
Light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink, but it's straight from the tap. And I'm hating the slack, couple man stand around like they hate in the gaff. Please stop talking that trash, cause the vibes and the fun all the way to the back. Is that light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink, but it's straight from the tap. And I'm hating the slack, couple man stand around like they hate in the gaff. Please stop talking that trash, cause the vibes and the fun all the way to the back.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so we are getting into our second match of our best of 3. All right, so yeah, Veggie, it's gonna be an interesting one. Interesting one, definitely. Just
it certainly will.
you know, looking at the previous 2 matches that we've been watching, you know, it's been absolutely insane. Even these final few zones, these players just get, man, they, yeah, it's like whatever you guys have been doing to practice aside from participating here, well done. It is definitely paying off. Yeah, it's looking crazy.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, we're seeing a lot more cohesion in just terms of like what's actually happening, you know, and there's a lot less sort of randomness and a lot more. Obviously, you can see a lot of the teams, you know, they know what's going on. They know what's going on, and we see them often actually reacting very similarly to situations, which has led to some very interesting situations in and of itself. We saw in the previous match that we saw. A lot of the teams just sort of surviving, not really doing anything crazy. And I'm waiting to see if some of these teams will maybe pick up some surprising strats or pull something out, you know, and maybe just catch a lot of people off guard with it. You know, I'm interested to see how this match plays out. So, yeah, I'm keen to get into it.
Yeah, well, hopefully the match should get underway pretty soon. So according to our timer, we're about 2 minutes in, so just waiting for the last few players, of course, now to get in so we can get the map started, or get the match, rather, to get the match started. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely been amazing watching the players, you know, playing just these past few zones. The play from Temper, the play there from Gun, the play from Axiom, the guys here from Extreme Esports, they've been going absolutely ham. In fact, there's no particular team I can really single out because all these teams have just been absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's just been insane. And I mean, again, guys, well done. Whatever you've been doing, it's really been working. Super proud to see that. And yeah, let's jump into the match, have a look at the teams that we've got, and then hopefully we can jump up into some early game action once again.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
Here we go. All right, so let's have a quick look at the teams once again. So we've got Gun, of course, over in slot 5. We've got Inkosi over in slot 6. We've got the players there from Odyssey over in 7. The Natural Killers over in 8. We've got Vibrant over in slot 9. We've got the players from Testo Gang over in slot 10. Then, of course, we've got Extreme Esports in 11. We've got the players there from Sin's Rage over in slot 12. We've got Rain in 13. We've got SS Syndicate over in slot 14. We also have Reluctant over in slot 15. Then Haha Gaming over in slot 16. We've got the players from Spaza Gaming in slot 17. We've got Axiom in 18. Effects in 19. Make You Nation up in slot 20. Then, of course, Tears of Chaos over in 21. We've got Temper in 22. Mecha 6 over in slot 23. And then, of course, the Escapades over in slot 24. So 76 players. I think it's pretty much the same as that we had in the previous round. You know, same player count. It seems like everyone showed up for the party yet again. Aside from 2 players there, one from Vibrant and one from the players there, of course, from the Testo Gang, Clang. Yeah. Right, so here we go. The plane is about to take off.
Yeah, and the flight path is quite interesting. We're going from Sosnova all the way to Starba. And this time it's a little bit more towards the east, so I'm curious to see where the zone drops, because if we have a similar situation to the last match, I'm interested to see how that plays out. Yeah.
It's a similar kind of zone. I think this is just a flip of the flight path that we saw on the first round. It looks like it's just a flip, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe even the same one. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember, but in any case, we're going to be seeing some teams dropping in the military base, which means that depending on where the zone lands, we might see some bridge camping once again. Although, yeah, that is going to be completely dependent on whether the zone actually drops there or not, which we will see shortly. But right now, we're just waiting to see where the teams drop and where they go to. And yeah, we'll work from there.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we find some early action, and we might very much see that between the natural killers and the players there from Reluctant, or even the team from Oxium, and of course the players here from the Mecha 8 team. Right up in Malta. So they are landing right on top of each other. So let's see. All right. So Mecha 6 right over here. Oxium right behind them. Ooh, Riggs is getting very close here to these players. He's not wasting any time. He's already pushing up. We got Poison, of course, just in front of him here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Well done to Riggs.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams sitting around here right in the center of the map. There's quite a cluster, and also towards the east there's a couple there, and the fights have already started.
Yeah, so Riggs is out for blood. He's not wasting any time. He's pushing up straight. The whole team is, in fact, here from Oxium, just making their way around. Seems like they might be trying to push up on towards Bonzo next up. There we go, you can see, or just hear the shots rather, already flying up over towards Bonzo. There we go, Aimbot now trying to move up. Shade and as well as Joker. They're from the Mecha 6 team.
Gun is taking the shots towards Tears of Chaos. They're very close to one another. There's Pyro getting some hits in, and Gun is actually doing quite a bit of work there towards Tears of Chaos, getting dropped quite quickly.
And from what I can see, it looks like we only have Fury and War left.
Yeah.
Jinx, of course, already getting taken out. So War managing to get the res in on Patriot. But the Gun not wasting any time. They're getting ready to move. You can see Nerf and, of course, Mr. Risk. They're moving up all the way, pushing in right even into the building which they're in. And then, of course, Pyro just across the road there, just keeping a bit of overwatch, trying to make sure that the players here from Tears of Chaos don't have much choice when it comes to where they can move to and where they can go. I'm loving the aggression. It is absolutely amazing. Down goes Patriot. War now trying to move up. Oh, down he goes. Now it is up to Fury. Let's see, will Fury be able to avenge his teammates? Or will he get taken down?
Well, we will see soon enough. Gun taking the shots. Look at that. That is some serious damage done, and I believe that's Tears of Chaos first back to the lobby.
Well done to Gun. They take no prisoners, ask no questions. They just go ham, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we got the Escapades also getting fairly close here to the players from Nibble. But it doesn't seem like they've spotted each other just yet. And then, of course, we might even see a little bit of action here between the players there from Gaming, as they, of course, now try to make their way. But it seems like Mr. Moms is, well, he's AFK. He's not here. So that's going to be some very, very easy kills there. And, of course, we might now see Rain and the Natural Killers bumping heads. Both teams now heading up in towards each other's direction here. We got Arctic just on the side. A lot of drive-by action here. Well, literally just driving by each other.
I mean, you're not wrong. That is technically drive-by action.
Yeah, it is drive-by. There's just not much other than that happening. A lot of driving.
Yeah, it's just driving.
Yes, and that's yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so keeping an eye up on the escapades and the players there from Nibble up in the north, up in Yasnaya. Just waiting to see if we can see any of those shots going off that side. And then, of course, we've got a lot of teams now making their way down towards the southern side of the map here. We've got Gun on the move, we've got Vibrant not too far away. Let's jump up here to the escapades quick. It seems like they're getting ready to move up in towards the direction of Nibble there, but it also seems at the same time like Nibble has mobilized themselves and they're now moving up for some better positioning further down in towards the zone. Yes, that is in fact the case. We've got effects now. Just watching them drive by. Again, some drive-by action. Optic taking a bit of taking some damage in the process, I assume, because just looking at his health, it is not what it once was. Ooh, there we go. So Mecha 6 up ahead. Nomad and company just trying to make their rounds. Quick direction change there for them.
Yeah.
So they're now heading up straight towards the bridge. And from what we can see, we don't have any teams busy camping the bridge. But we do have Oxium and the Make You Nation getting fairly close together. Right there, just on the outskirts of Malta Power. And of course, we have Rain pushing up here onto the players there from Extreme. You can see Blaze already taking a bit of damage, getting knocked in the process. Oh. Temper now out for blood. They are closing in on the players here from Reluctant just over at the bridge. Here we go. Sin's Rage losing a player there. Crate falling off of a height somewhere.
Yeah, there's still quite a number of players on this map, and the first zone is moving in, and as we know, once that first zone closes up, the zones after that start moving faster and faster. So yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on now, because once again, the question that I asked in the beginning was, how is this zone going to be? Is it going to find ourselves, is it going to make us find ourselves on top of these bridges? And so far, it is kind of looking like that. So I'm interested to see if any bridge action happens once again, because it looks like some of the teams are making their way towards there. You can see Odyssey and SG, Vibrant there as well. They are there towards the east bridge, and then of course TMP and Rain are there towards the western bridge as well. So this could be interesting.
Well, let's see how this unfolds. Vibrant now getting ready to cross the bridge. Off they go. No shots from Odyssey, and also in their favor, there's no one on the opposite end of the bridge there. But we've got some shots coming in now as the players here from Mecha 6 try and approach the bridge. Odyssey also taking a few hits there. You see the players, of course, now from SS Syndicate putting a few hits across. There we go. Sin's Cobra getting claimed by the zone. So down he goes. We have 70 players left and 19 teams. This feels like a little bit of deja vu in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely starting to feel like that. We'll see if it plays out the same way though. For now, we're just waiting for the zone to get smaller and smaller. Now, it is centered a little bit more over towards the main island than the previous round. So at least there's that. The play zone is going to start claiming victims though, as some of the less careful teams do find themselves falling captive to that.
Ooh, gun about to get pushed. It seems like Temper might be heading up to a similar compound. Nope. Alright, so Temper changed their path. They are heading up more towards just west of our current position. You can see them holding off just off in the distance. Now just waiting to see which of these teams on the eastern side here, who's going to open fire, because we've got Odyssey very, very close there to Syndicate. I mean, Sidon is just, yeah, there we go, opening fire. He's creeping across.
Now, we've got a lot of teams concentrated towards the eastern side of the zone. You can see the Make Your Nation there, Oxygen is there, Odyssey is there, and Effects is there as well. And yeah, we could see a little bit of a war going on over there. in due course, depending on how the teams decide to move from this point.
Ooh, this might be a little bit of something. Mr. Luffy and the remainder of Vibrant, they moving in, getting shot. Luffy taking quite a bit of damage there. We have the players from Spaza Gaming, of course, just on the top side of the bridge there. Let's see, will they push? Oh, that could have knocked out the whole team, just that crash into the side of the wall there. Spaza Gaming, of course, now opening fire, putting some shots across once again over to Vibrant Nova. Now just moving up, Sino and Luffy both now having to heal up, seeing that they've taken quite a bit of a beating just on the approach here. So Luffy busy wrapping things up there. Let's see, Panic is on the move. He's going to maybe try and push up to that hill, giving him some good positional advantage there, but it seems like he's just continuing on. I thought he was going to stop over on that small little hill.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the zone to finish closing in, because I'm sure that once these teams see the new zone, they will start to well, I think they'll start to make some moves here, because they're maybe getting a little bit too comfortable.
Well, we got Panic here. He definitely went for a bit of a flank, but I mean, this is quite the flank. He took a really wide rotation there. I mean, we can't really see much rendering in with him scoping over towards the position where we have the players there, of course, now. But the remainder of the squad, they're getting ready to move up. As you can see them all just closing in. Deity just creeping up. Oh, down goes Mr. Moms. But as we know, he was AFK, so... yeah, well done to Sin's Rage for getting that free kill.
Yeah, well...
some easy claps.
It is happening. Yeah, easy claps indeed. Now, that zone has gotten smaller this time. It is towards the west of the map, or at least the west of the portion of the map that's still playable. And that's going to mean that the rest of the players are going to have to rotate inwards. All the players towards the western side, they're going to have to move their way towards the zone. Now, you'll see that there's a lot of players still on the board still. It's 68 players, and this is sort of a repeat of the previous match where we had so many players on the board and such little space to work in.
Yeah. No, it definitely is the case. And I mean, Panic, he is sneaking up all the way around. He did that wide rotation I was talking about a little bit earlier. Sneaking up, coming up the side, pushing those players or forcing them up into position there. And of course, enabling the remainder of his team to get a few beautiful shots in on them. Vibrant down to their two last players. Oh, Luffy goes down. It is up to Sino. Let's see, will Sino be able to pull this one off? Or... oh, down he goes. What a play. And the action, of course, continuing now a little bit further up in towards zone. Let's jump over here towards these players, of course, being Oxium and the players there from Mecha 6. You can see Juicy just getting knocked out. We've got Odyssey, of course, just off in the distance there over towards the southwest. So you got Riggs, Alien, Aimbot, and Juicy. Oh, beautiful Grens coming up once again. Bonzo getting ready to move up. The players there from Extreme Esports losing one of their players. There we go, Bonzo on the rotate.
Oh, Gun and the Natural Killers are here as well, taking some pot shots at one another. As all the teams start to make their way in. You can see some of the teams actually towards the south there, they don't really have much of a choice to make their way across because that bridge is out of bounds now, so they're going to be a little bit pressed for time. Meanwhile, the Make-You squad to start doing the shots there. Inkosi also pulling the trigger, and here's a lot of fights going on right now.
Yeah, no, this is an insane zone. Just looking at these players, the amount of teams that we've got here. Just here up in the northern part is absolutely insane. The Make-You Nation, of course, now trying to get by. And we've got the Escapades moving up. Jelly getting that hit in on Safraz. Then, of course, we got Tish now, the last remaining one for the Escapades. Let's see, will Tish be able to get those reses in? We've got shots flying up. Tish taking a bit of damage. Right, so we might maybe see Tish being able to get that res in, but we only have two teams in zone, the remainder of which...
Yeah.
are all now slowly but surely making their way up. And I think this is definitely when you're going to see those shots flying across straight. And now, of course, trying to sneak up. Oh! Comes in, gets knocked. We got Jelly and Cicada now coming in as well.
Oh, yeah, that blue zone also claiming some players as Oxium pull the trigger onto effects and, reluctant pull back as well. So much fighting, 60 players left in such a tiny zone. Of course, the battles are going to be there. Oxium taking down so many players. Jelly going to be putting in some work as well as Sins goes down. Escapade also getting hit hard all across the board fighting.
Well, the Natural Killers and Inkosi battling it out right over here. Mamba now trying to keep them at bay. And then, of course, we got Odyssey just tapping in a few hits from off in the distance there. Shots flying all over the place. Oh, Inkosi shooting off in all directions. We've got the players there from Mecha 6 now rotating up as well. Talk about opportunity. Wow, Inkosi taking quite a beating. It is now up to Grim. Grim managing to get up into that little hut. Just to recover some health there. The Natural Killers moving in. Temper tapping off hits. We've got Gun tapping off hits. We've got Nibble on the side here tapping off hits. Everyone just ripping up into everyone. Temper now just really turning up the pain here.
Yeah, and it's not about to stop at all. 48 players and that tiny zone is pretty much enough to to have a bit of a crowd in. So Gun is tapping off the shots right now over towards a amalgam of players there towards the southwest, and the shots are going all across the map. You can hear that ringing, echoing shots all across the map as everyone is taking fights as the blue zone closes in, putting that pressure on. Gun getting the shots in, TMP getting the shots in, houses are being raided, players are being taken down. Chaos everywhere.
Wow, Smitty now the last hope for left here for Reluctant. Gun being relentless. They keep pushing, but up comes a hit from Flacco. What a third party. I mean, come on. That was absolutely insane. The players here from SS now also about to get sandwiched by Spaza Gaming as they now push up. Make You Nation also moving in. Wow. Down goes Make You Nation. Spaza Gaming now pushing up. Let's see, will SS be able to fend them off? Will they get these hits? Oh, up they come. Down goes Bornay. Rolex now moving up. Oh, down he goes. Trip now moving in. There we go. So Berserk going up against Trip. Let's see who will get it. Is he going to try and get the res? Will Berserk get the hit? Up comes the Grin. Oh, beautiful bounce on the car. Oh, what a play.
Oh. Damn, that is another team sent straight back, but the fight doesn't stop because Gun is taking some shots towards Deity there.
Man, that was a beautiful one. We also have Tears of Chaos now getting completely... No, this is the Testo gang. They're getting completely surrounded here by Oxium. Yeah, this is a pretty tough spot. Oxium now circling in, tightening their grip. We got Shakes and oh, well, we got Shakes left. Let's see, will Shakes be able to stand up and survive against Oxium? Nope. Down he goes. Well done there to Oxium. Wow, we only have 29 players left. Teams are dropping like it's nothing. Just out of nowhere. And we're going to see Spirit over here from Extreme. He is the last one left. We've got Rain, of course, just up on the top side of the hill here. Spirit can make it out of here. But, you know, let's see if he's going to try and get out. Oh, man, I was trying to jump up over to the team there from Mecha 6. And, yeah, they got killed faster than I could hit the tap. We'll tap the button to get over towards them. Natural Killers now moving up over towards Tempo. Sorry. We got Nos and Shady. The two players that are up. Flacco getting raised. We got Nukes down as well. Schnitz getting a beautiful hit in on Flacco there. Gets raised up, but gets sent back down once again. And he also slides down the cliffside. Wow. So Rain on the move. Ooh, Extreme not in the best place. Rain getting thinned down one by one. Arctic now the last hope. He is trying to move up in towards zone. Rotating over towards Temper's side. Let's see, will he get a quick third party in on them? We got Shady, Nukes, and Nos still up and able. Down goes Flacco. He bleeds out. Hippo now about to get pushed. Schnitz now about to get raised up as well. Playzone going crazy once again.
Claiming those victims as per usual, and we are down to 24 players. There are 9 teams now, finally having culled the masses. We're sitting with a little bit more of a controllable populace here, but the fights, they still have not stopped.
It's just been shots upon shots upon shots. The natural killers here trying to find a good place to just kind of stow away in, but the zone is forcing them forward. They have no other option other than to try and move up into the zone, putting themselves in a pretty tough position. Of course, Aimbot just ripping up onto some players there. Well done. Sarden going down as well, as you can see in the kill feed there. Temper still moving up. Natural Killers trying to hold a good position here. And of course, Mr. Grim just over here in the hut. Well, rather just on the outside of the hut there. Shady getting claimed by Zone. Gets a beautiful hit there in on Sella. And of course, Mr. Bo.
Yeah.
He's just chilling here in the water. Found a super clever way to just stay alive. Ooh, Deity and company ripping it up.
Yeah, they're sitting across the way in separate little houses, little outhouses, little spots of defense, I guess you can call them. They're very small, but they're just enough to get the team behind and start taking pot shots at one another, and that's what Deity is doing towards Oxium there. Meanwhile, Inkosi and Natural Killers are just doing the work in their separate spots there. Some crazy stuff. Natural Killers here, very, very close. TMP and Gun on the other side as well. Fights are not over yet as Nos takes down Mamba. Schnitz goes down as well. Gun pulling the trigger, TMP helping them out. This is not looking good for Natural Killers. Oh, and Deity's still trying to do the shots. He gets shot in the face, and Oxium, they start rotating. This could be the end of Bao, and he's hiding there behind a car. Natural Killers also coming there to try and get themselves rezzed as Oxium make their way up. This could either be really good for Oxium or go very, very poorly.
Ooh. Bo is just ripping it up into Oxium. Let's see how far he gets cooking that grain. Gonna send it now. Off it goes. Aimbot trying to rotate up the side. Sela getting taken down. Alien gets claimed as well. That's up to Aimbot and Bao or Bo. Here we go. Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's Bao because make you cry, make you this, and make you bow.
Well
anyway,
done.
speaking of make you bow, he makes the rest of Oxium bow because they're just getting taken out. So now the Natural Killers behind him are stuck on the ledge. That blue zone is going to be quite difficult, but they managed to get just enough health to potentially do it. But I think they've fallen down the. I think they've fallen down the cliff. They have. Hippo, he falls over, and that could be the end of the Natural Killers as they struggle there on the hillside as make you bow moves in. TMP is over there. Hippo gets claimed as he had fallen down, and it looks like it's going to be a decider here. Make you bow, Natural Killers, TMP, and then Gun all the way on the other side looking pretty happy about it. So that's going to be Schnitz taken out, Natural Killers go down, and now it's Make You Bow versus Gun, and that is not looking, well, that's not looking too good for him. TMP there also on the side there could potentially come in, make something happen. So let's see how this pans out.
Bao now in a really good spot here. I mean, if he can just get up a little bit further, he can really get those third-party shots in on Gun and just, you know, absolutely rip through them. Wow.
Yeah, but it looked like Gun did move in, and they're moving in closer and closer, using that smoke to cover their tracks, cover their movements. Do they get the shots onto Bao, or does TMP come in at the right moment to start making some chaos? We'll see.
Well, Risk is definitely trying to move up even further up in towards zone. You got Mr. Bo just over here, keeping his distance. Nos and Nukes now just slowly but surely creeping up in towards zone, trying to make some good ground there. Now it pretty much just comes down to whether who gets spotted first.
Yeah. They're playing the long game now, waiting for something to happen. Somebody's got to make a mistake, expose themselves just a little bit, and that's going to be the thing. Ooh, a great Garen going over towards Bao, and some towards TMP as well to try and flush them out, make them very uncomfortable. Let's see if it works.
So Gun seems to have a pretty good idea where these players are. I mean, there's only so much hiding space that you can utilize at this moment, you know, aside from... Oh! Beautiful green there by Slim.
Oh, it looks like Nuke's actually just sacking himself in the blue zone, as Nos getting flamed and taken down as well. Molotov from Gun ending him off, and now it's just Make You Bow and the whole of the Gun squad making their way in there, finding him out. He was not going to survive that. GG, well played.
There we go. Well done, well played. And that, of course, brings us to the end of our second round. So, wow, Gun finishing off their play there on 19 kills. Then, of course, we got the Make You Nation on 3 kills in second place. Temper finishing off on 3 kills in third place. We got the Natural Killers, of course, up in fourth place. We got Oxium in fifth. The players there from Nodwin Gaming in sixth place. We got Inkosi in seventh. We got Rain in eighth place. And, of course, Odyssey in ninth place. We got Extreme Esports in 10th. The players there from Mecha 6 over in 11th place. Then, of course, Sin's Rage coming in 12th place. The players there from the Testo gang finishing off in 13th place. Then we've got SS Syndicate taking 14th. We've got Reluctant in 15th. We've got Effects in 16th place. The players from Haha Gaming, of course, in 17th place. The Escapades taking 18th. Vibrant in 19th. And then, of course, Tears of Chaos yet again, the first team to be sent back to the lobby.
Yeah, gee, what a game. Absolutely insane. We saw some crazy situations happening there, some very interesting decisions made. And once again, we saw the same thing happening as the previous game, where there were just so many players left alive in a considerably small area, which meant that there was quite a lot of uncomfortable positions being taken and a lot of uncomfortable fights that had to happen.
Yeah.
And towards the end there, we saw some unfortunate things as well, some players falling off of cliffs and, well, just deciding to sort of sack themselves as it was basically over for them. They felt like they had to give up. So, yeah, interesting stuff. And, well, I mean, GG stuff. GG well played. Great stuff from all the teams there. I don't really know what else to say. It was just
GG stuff.
Yeah, it was GG stuff. It really was. It was just chaos, really.
It was insane. I mean,
it was
just this last circle. I mean, Gun was absolutely crazy. You know,
yeah,
man, they were like the hunting that we were talking about, that we've spoken about so many times. They were legit hunting the teams. That's it. That's what they were doing. They were going out, hunting the teams, pushing, you know, picking a really good position and just sitting there comfortably and just picking off the teams, you know. Amazing.
I mean, yeah, Gun sitting with like 19 kills is just insane, especially compared to the fact that the rest of the team's not really getting anywhere similar in terms of that number. I think the closest one might be 11. So, I mean, yeah, just GG well played. Really, really entertaining to watch. And yeah, I'm keen.
There we go. All right, so let's get into the highlights quickly, and then of course jump up into our third and final round. But there we go. So without any further ado, let's jump straight up into that, and we'll see you guys right back after this, of course. Here we go.
Let's go.
Players here from Tears of Chaos don't have much choice when it comes to where they can move to and where they can go. I'm loving the aggression. It is absolutely amazing. Down goes Patriot. War now trying to move up. Oh, down he goes. Now it is up to Fury. Let's see, will Fury be able to avenge his teammates? Or will he get taken down?
Well, we will see soon enough.
Up all the way around. He did that wide rotation I was talking about a little bit earlier. Sneaking up, coming up the side, pushing those players or forcing them up into position there. And of course enabling the remainder of his team to get a few beautiful shots in on them. Vibrant down to their two last players. Oh, Luffy goes down. It is up to Sino. Let's see, will Sino be able to pull this one off? Oh, down he goes. One shots flying across straight, and now of course trying to sneak up. Oh, comes in, gets knocked. We got Jelly and Cicada now coming in as well.
Oh, yeah, that blue zone also claiming some players as Oxium pull the trigger onto effects, and reluctant pull back as well. So much fighting, and 60 players left in such a tiny zone. Of course, the battles are going to be there. Oxium taking down so many players. Jelly going to be putting in, and the shots are going all across the map. You can hear that ringing, echoing shots all across the map as everyone is taking fights as the blue zone closes in, putting that pressure on Gun, getting the shots in, TMP getting the shots in, houses are being raided, players are being taken down. Chaos everywhere.
Wow, Smitty now the last hope for left here for Reluctant. Gun being relentless. They keep pushing, but up comes a hit from Gaming now pushing up. Let's see, will SS be able to fend them off? Will they get these hits? Oh, up they come. Down it goes Bornay. Rolex now moving up. Oh, down he goes. Trip now moving in. There we go. So Berserk going up against Trip. Let's see who will get it. Is he going to try and get the res? Will Berserk get the hit? Up comes the Grin. Oh, beautiful bounce on the car. Oh, they're getting completely surrounded here by Oxium. Yeah, this is a pretty tough spot. Oxium now circling in, tightening their grip. We got Shakes and well, we got Shakes left. Let's see, will Shakes be able to stand up and survive against Oxium? Nope. Down he goes. Well done there to Oxium. Bo is just ripping it up into Oxium. Let's see how far he's cooking that grain. Gonna send it now. Off it goes. Aimbot trying to rotate up the side. Sela getting taken down. Alien gets claimed as well. That's up to Aimbot and Bow or Bo. Here we go. Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's Bow because make you cry, make you this, and make you bow. It bow and some towards TMP as well to try and flush them out, make them very uncomfortable. Let's see if it works.
So Gun seems to have a pretty good idea where these players are. I mean, there's only so much hiding space that you can utilize at this moment, you know, aside from... Oh, beautiful green there by Slim. Oh, beautiful green there by Slim.
Oh, it looks like Nuke's actually just sacking himself in the blue zone as Nos getting flamed and taken down as well. Molotov from Gun ending him off, and now it's just Make You Bow and the whole of the Gun squad making their way in there, finding him out. He was not going to survive that.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Right, there we go. Getting ready for our third and final round of our Inkosi Cup. Week 2, Season 3. There we go, there we go, there we go. Just waiting now for the match, of course, to get underway. And yeah, if you missed out on the previous 2 matches, pause the stream, rewind, and look again. It has been absolutely insane. Insane. I mean, it's crazy.
Has.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of clusters, lot of clusters. That's for sure. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen. We've seen a lot of unfortunate stuff happen. And yeah, I'm really keen to see what happens this time around. See if the teams can get themselves going quickly. We'll see if they last a lot longer as well this time around as well, because that seems to be the theme of the day. Everyone's just lasting really, really long. They're kind of just sitting there, and then suddenly we have 70 players in a tiny zone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, it's insane. It's crazy. And I mean, we've seen some beautiful plays. I mean, overall, the gameplay has just increased. You know, it's gone up, and it's insane. You know, the comp scene is really, really, you know, building up into an amazing, you know, scene just itself. Yeah, and I mean, I'm super proud to be part of this. I don't know about you, but I mean, dude, it's insane. Yeah. And you know, we're moving from this, of course, going up into our monthly finals, which then progresses up into our Umzansi League. So Umzansi League is starting pretty soon. Don't have exact dates yet, but it is going to be pretty soon. Yeah. So we're going to be moving up into that. I mean, just based on the gameplay that we've seen thus far, I think it's going to be insane when we get into that league. It's just going to be action, 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 and
yeah, I certainly hope so.
Yeah, it's going to be so crazy. But I'm so looking forward to it, and of course, you know, yeah, it's going to make for some very awesome content. But yeah, we'll drop the info on that as we have more info. But yeah, in the meantime, waiting for our third and final round for today of the best of 3 for this final round to get underway. Then our weekly one is done. Then I think next week we got week 3 next week, week 4 the week thereafter, as well as the monthly final. So yeah, 2 more weeks left for this month to go. And I'm super keen to see what's going to happen, you know, just in the 2 upcoming weeks, especially in that monthly final. It's going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm quite keen to see what's going to happen. Especially what's going to happen with the flight path, you know, which way around it's going to go. Will it take us again, you know, the usual path that we've seen over the past few rounds, going from south to north? You know, we had that one path on the first game of these 3, of course, you know, landing a nice center, and of course making its way all the way up. I don't know, hopefully we get something similar to that, or maybe we get a more western kind of flight path, because we had a really eastern one in the previous match. So
yeah, who knows?
We'll see.
Who knows?
Yeah. All right, let's jump up straight into the match. As you can see, it is underway. We got 76 players in the lobby once again. Having a quick look at the teams here once more, you can see we've got Gun over in slot 5, we've got Inkosi over in 6, we've got Nibble Odyssey over in slot 7, the Natural Killers, of course, they're in slot 8. Then we've got Vibrant over in slot 9, we've got the players from the Testo Gang over in slot 10. We've got Extreme Esports over in 11. We've got Sin's Rage in 12. Rain Gaming in slot 13. We've got SS Syndicate over in 14. We've got Reluctant in slot 15. Then, of course, Spaza Gaming in 17. We've got the players from Oxium over in slot 18. Effects in slot 19. We've got the players from the Make You Nation, of course, over in slot 20. Tears of Chaos in 21. Temper in 22. Then we got Mecha 6 over in 23. And then, of course, last but not least, we've got the Escapades, or the Escapades, over in slot 24. So I think, yeah, just judging on how the gameplay and the aggression has progressed from the first match up into this one that we've been in now, Ooh, there we go. So the ping is not ideal. So they, of course, now just quickly restarting the lobby there. That's what you saw. If they're not happy with what they see with the ping, they stop the room and we get into a better one. So we'll see now what's going to happen. Are they just going to restart it from here? Or will we have a new room? Well, we'll find out in due time. So just waiting on that. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so they are definitely restarting the room. So this is usually a fairly quick one. Obviously trying to get the players to play on the African or the sub-Saharan server. Can't really call it the African server, the sub-Saharan server. Yeah, depends on whether or not there's one available. And then, of course, if it's not, then we try again. Which I think is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, always got to get the best conditions that we can and get back into it as soon as possible.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, so just waiting now to see, are they going to start the room from this side? Is it going to go the other way around? Haven't seen anything about a new lobby being created, so maybe we're just going to use the same lobby. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right. So yeah. So without you guys having to look at this face and this face over here, Mr. Ever Smiling.
Oh yeah. I'm always happy, man.
Yeah, we'll take you. Wait, never mind. The match going. It's going. They've restarted it. Let's see. So it helps if I start saying stuff like that, and then the game gets underway. So let's see what's gonna happen.
Sometimes you can be surprised.
Let's see. All right, so it's loading up. Well, yeah, the ping has gone up a little bit more once again. There we go. No, wait, the ping is back down. All right, let's jump into the lobby. It seems like we are going to stick with this lobby. The ping seems fair. 40 ping. Nope. Okay.
No. I mean, I'm sitting on 30. So
Yeah, me
somebody's
too.
obviously complaining, but I'm not too sure what the problem really is because I've been on a pretty stable 30 ms. So hopefully we can get to the bottom of this as soon as possible.
Yeah, not sure what the issue is. Oh, okay. So they've restarted the room once again. All right. So we had people complaining about their players not joining the room when they started the lobby. So that's the main thing. We're waiting now just for everyone to get back in. We've got 71 people in the lobby, so we're waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then of course 5. So waiting for 5 more players to join up. And it seems that like the team there from Haha Gaming won't be joining us for this match. Not sure why. It's unfortunate. But hopefully we will have some more players pitching. There we go. All right, so what I was saying is I'm going to take you guys to the Be Right Back screen. And yeah, we'll be right back. Once the room gets underway, everyone's satisfied, then we shall put you back into the match. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So enjoy the music. And we'll be back in a few.
You could be the muse to my passion. We can make love like an act of God. I just match my words to my actions. Magic in my life's everlasting. I say I could have the world or be with any girl, but something about your style makes me wanna man up. We should fill our cups, catch a flick and do some stuff. I'm used to one night stands, but with you that's not enough. I don't wanna front, I just wanna see ya. Please give me a sign, yeah. Please give me a sign.
All right. Here we go. Let's try this again. So it seems the lobby is back open. Let's see. Will they be happy with the ping? I mean, on my side, ping seems fine. Battery, your ping is also pretty cool.
Yeah, mine's sitting on a
40.
nice 20.
Yeah, you know, like 24 ping on my side. So, yeah. So far, it seems like everything is looking all good and gravy. We got 75 players in the room. All right, so the teams, as I mentioned a few moments ago, are pretty much unchanged. We, of course, only have Vibrant on 3 players there. And that is pretty much it. That's the only team that we're short. And then, of course, Haha Gaming not with us for this match. But there we go. All right, so we are now just waiting to see where the flight path is going to be taking us. We got 30 seconds left. Patiently waiting for this plane. Mr. Slim doing some dolphin dives there. You can just say kiki. That was my dolphin sound imitation, I promise.
Oh, that was brilliant, man. You could be a dolphin. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I know, it's so realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only do whale, but I learned that from Finding Nemo.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the flight path. There we go. There we go. So Sully and his team getting their flight path there as they'd hoped for. Let's see. So it's coming down from Savoni, heading straight over, once again, over to the Sosnovka military base. This one is very similar to the one that we had in our very first match of the day.
Yeah.
Very, very similar flight path there. Almost, you know, cutting the map pretty much in half. So, yeah.
Yeah, this one will come down to the zone this time, because the last time we had a flight path like this, the zone was like slap bang in the middle of the map, and that's the one where the first time where we had everyone just kind of sitting around and doing nothing, and just waiting for the zone to get smaller and smaller, and we ended up with like 70 people in a tiny zone. So we'll see if the zone happens to drop in the middle again, or if this time it's going to give us a little bit more of a bit of a spicy one, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look. And Inkosi, of course, being the first team out of the plane, they've already touched down in the usual spot. Mr. Broly heading up in towards the shooting range here, as you can see on the map. The remainder of Inkosi up in Savoni. We got Gun making their way up in towards Rozok. So they're not able to reach Quarry this time. We got Vibrant, of course, going straight for school and the apartments. We got Temper and the players, of course, they're now from Tesla Gang making the push straight up in towards Pachinki. So let's jump up into Pachinki. Haven't started a match here in quite some time.
Look at the zone though. It's sort of hovering around those 2 bridges again. And if we see play around the bridges again, oh man, this is gonna be interesting. We already have some people being run over as well.
Oh, there we go.
This is an interesting start.
Well done to them, though. Here we go. So Titan gets taken down. Well done, well played. The players there, of course, from Effects doing the dirty work. And we've got a few more hits now. Deity getting those hits in. Let's see if we can find Mr. Deity. Where is that? Ooh. So Oxium and the Makeu Nation, of course, not too far away. Opium now trying to run over a few more players over here. There we go. Rain getting run over. Crayon goes down. No luck for Arctic. And then, of course, the Escapades just off in the distance there.
Man, oh man, that's a decent start to the round, I think.
Yeah, nothing like a bit of Crash Bandicoot to get the to get the match going.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you always like to see it. Now, we've got most of the teams inside the zone this time around. There's only a couple towards the west and the northwest that are still outside. Effects looks like they're still getting tangled here. They're still taking some fights against Escapade. That's right in the center of the zone there. The Effects and Escapade are going at it. Tears of Chaos also taking some shots of their own. Getting taken down as well. So this is some great fighting, early fighting. The Tears of Chaos obviously down there in Sosnovka taking some shots. So we've got a lot of people getting run over in this match, it seems.
Yeah, a lot of vehicle kills coming in. But of course, oh, there we go. Opium getting hit there by Mozad. Staples getting knocked now. Berserk trying to move up. Oh, puts a bit of the hurt in towards Jinx there. But Jinx also getting a quick hit in. Now we've got Deity and Berserk left here for the players, of course, from Sparza Gaming. So let's see, will they be able to keep the players there from Tears of Chaos at bay? Or will they succumb? Oh, here we go. Fury pushing up, gets the hit on Berserk. Deity. Ooh. Oh, down he goes. Up comes Staples. So we got a beautiful hit there on Jinx getting knocked. Now Staples trying to move in, trying to get those last few hits in. Panic. Bleeding out slowly but surely. There we go. Fury. Ooh, loads of jump shots. Who's going to get it? Down goes Panic. Oh, and the Staple lands that hit. Well done. Well played. Wow, no, well done, well played. We got Sin's Rage now also slowly on the approach there, heading up in towards Pachinki. Well, potentially, you know. This zone is very similar, once again, to the first round. It's just a little bit more towards the east, not as centralized as the first one was, but yeah, we'll see how this one goes. We'll see how this one goes. We got the Escapades. And Oxium, of course. Well, no, so Escapades and Effects. I don't know why I said Oxium. Right over here, and the players there from Sin's Rage, as I mentioned, making their way up in towards Pachinki. Let's see, are they going to try and push in? We got Flacco, of course, now moving up on towards the church there. He's just getting a nice bird's eye view. Ooh, will he spot the players there from Sin's Rage? They're of course not trying to move up in towards that compound. Yep, no, Flacco has definitely spotted them. Just saw the nose of the vehicle moving up. But it seems like they're heading off into different directions. Different direction, not directions. Aish. Well, let's see what's going to happen here with Nova and Gun as well. Well, we got Sully now trying to move in. Broly also putting up a few hits from across the road. Sully now moving up right behind them into the sniper tower here. So giving himself a little bit of a vantage point there. Trying to get those hits in, giving a Broly and Ares time to, of course, now rotate up. Yep, here they come, the welcoming committee. Wow. Oh, he's going to try and rotate up towards Suli and try and get that res going. If he can get Suli back, you say. Suli. Suli. Ah, down he goes. Look at this bridge as well. Oxium, Rain. Oh, man. Gun there as well. 3 teams all huddled up. It seems like Inkosi's going to get ready to rotate. There goes Suli. No, they're pushing up into the building. There we go. So Mose now just trying to creep up, trying to get a good angle, trying to see what's going on. Oh, he is spotted by Suli. Down he goes. We got Tish. Well, there we go. The escapades getting their escape going. Oxium and Gun now trying to get the angles on each other. There we got the drop down as well. We got Vibrant rotating as well. Not sure which way they're heading off to. You can see Nerf just keeping eye in all directions. Wow, look at these teams as they now start moving up. Down goes Mozad. So Inkosi getting that first in. Rain right here in the thick of it. Let's see, are they going to open fire over towards the players here from Extreme, or will it be Gun? Yep, definitely Gun just pushing that fire over towards Hellfire here. You can see them all now just trying to move up. Ah, Safraz getting taken down there by OPC now. Ach, not by OPC, by Odyssey. Got my letters all mixed up. Whoa. Alright, so Tish is now the lone survivor. The vehicle also not looking too great. Luckily, there's a buggy. And Tish now getting ready to rotate up once again. There we go. So moving over to some greener pastures, hopefully. Oxium and Gun still having their standoff over here at the bridge. And of course, we've got the players from over there towards the west. So we've got Alien, Juicy, and Aimbot. And then, of course, we've got Nerf, Risk, Slim, and Pyro over here for Gun. Well, just by the sound of what we can hear now, yeah, I think so. We might also see Rain rotating up into zone. Off they go. Oh, the natural killer's getting a few hits in as well. Vibrant now just rotating past the players there from Nibble Odyssey. See what we've got cooking there. No. So Extreme getting ready to move. Oh. Rain now heading straight up over towards the players here from Mecha 6. There we go. There we go. Gun also just up ahead of them, and we got Vibrant not too far away. Well, we've got Gun all now pushing in on Temper here. Shady and Nukes both getting a knock in. What a grin though. Wow. Wow, that was a beautiful one. Didn't do much, but it was beautiful. Now Slim trying to heal up. We've got the players there from SS coming in from behind. Slim is, well, he's been spotted. The joke's up and down he goes. Well done to Temper. So now just waiting to see what's going to happen here. It seems like Odyssey have decided to rather rotate up in towards zone instead of hanging around waiting for the Make Your Nation to decide to move. We've got Inkosi also still just over towards the south there. You can see Sully and Broly. Make Your Nation, yeah, they've got about 25 seconds left before they need to rotate. Well, rather until zone starts forcing them up. So, yeah, let's see. We've got the players here from Extreme also now opening fire over towards SS. There we go. Shots coming in. Temper sneaking in a few hits there as well. Wow, they are getting caught in one crazy crossfire. Savage and Rolex, the last two hopefuls left. Down goes Savage. Rolex now trying to push up onto Rain here. Temper also just off in the distance there, trying to get in a few third-party shots. Let's see, will Rolex be able to get this head in? Temper turning up the heat on Extreme now. Here we go, so Rolex getting a quick thirst. So, Arctic is down. Let's see, where's Squeak? Oh, bit of a pre-fire. Odyssey turning up the pain on the Sins Rage team there. Yeah, no, even the players here from Extreme are getting hit pretty badly. Ooh, Temper gets that hit in on Rolex, so SS goes down. Temper now pushing up in full force. There we go, Trip gets taken down as well. Well played to Temper. So now we are down to 12 teams, everyone trying to move up in towards the zone, and this of course now resulting in a crazy ton of action. Oxium and the Make You Nation also going at it right here on the southern side of zone. Let's see who will get it. Loads of grenades flying all over the place.
Some good shots. It looks like Beach is the last one left alive there for XTR. TMP might not have spotted him out, so they're going to move in. The zone is now a whole lot smaller, and the shots are flying. Inkosi taking a bit of damage there as they try and make their shots towards Odyssey.
Well, we got Mr. Staples way out there in the water, just chilling on the boat. He's taking it easy. And of course, the Maker Nation Oxium still holding up right here in the southern side. Let's see. Will they get some hits? Nice. Cry gets those hits in on Juicy. Riggs and Aimbot taking a bit of damage as well. Ooh. Down goes Cry. Reluctant now also getting hit. Let's quickly jump up here to Reluctant as the Natural Killers move in. Bloodthirsty and all. Oh, Astro. Beautiful play. Up they come. Down he goes. Well done. Well played. Ooh. Temper
Nice
in a
stuff.
crazy spot. They just picking off everyone. Wow.
Now the shots are flying and Effects taking a lot of damage there as TMP and Odyssey are super close. Oxium also gonna get hit as well down towards the south as shots are fired all across the map.
Oh, Make Your Nation gets blown up. What? Well done. Well done to the Natural Killers. Crazy.
Well played indeed. The shots are still flying up towards the north. Effects and XTR also getting a lot of damage done. It's just having a look there now. Seeing what they can see. The zone is getting smaller and smaller, and we're about to see the new one. On the western side, we have XTR and Natural Killers who are moving in. On the northwestern side, northeastern side, should I say, we have TMP, SG, and Odyssey. Inkosi also got their eye towards that position as well. Oxium all the way down south. Now we're just waiting to see who gets shot, and Natural Killers pull the trigger on XTR. XTR gonna be falling down. It's up to Spirit now, and the zone is even smaller. We're about to see some more fighting up north as TMP pull the trigger.
These guys are out for blood, and it's not even funny. It's like, whoa, there we go. What a play there by the players from Mecha 6. Wow, getting the knock in on Nukes and Flacco. Shady, of course, now trying to move up. He's trying to get those shots in on the players there from Odyssey. Odyssey just wants to make it up in towards zone. The Natural Killers now also on the approach. They're heading straight up. Right in towards the fight here. Hippo gets hit.
Oh, everyone's
several
moving
hits.
in.
Wow.
Oh, Natural Killers are moving in as well, Bonzo and Shade and the rest of that squad are sitting in the house there, but they're surrounded. TMP's on the one side, Natural Killers on the other side, Odyssey on the other side, Inkosi even moving in with Broly there. Oxium still all the way to the other side, but they are slowly making their way up. Spirit are going to get taken down. In the meantime, Alien going to remove him from the map, but this is a bit of a spot. Shady moving up through the smoke. Shots are going to start getting fired as they move up to try and raid the house. Poison, Shade, Bonzo, can they make it happen? Here it comes, Odyssey getting hit by TMP. Optic gonna fall, Sidon gonna fall, Sella getting a great hit onto Shade. The fights are happening, the house is being raided, Natural Killer's watching it happen from the other side. TMP, they are pulling the trigger, Poison is next to fall, and I think TMP have got this one on lock.
Well, that is absolutely insane. They are just bombarding the teams here. Wow. Natural Killers and Temper trying to move up on towards the players here from Mecha 6. Seems like Nukes might have maybe found a way to get in. Down to go Sela. So we got Mamba and Hippo left. Alright, so Joker is back up and able once again. We've got Broly just creeping up. The players there from Oxium trying to make their push in. And then, of course, we've got our 3 teams just having one crazy standoff.
Yeah. Yeah, they certainly are. And the Natural Killers have put themselves in a really good spot because they can just capitalize off of the chaos. And look at the Blues, and it's moving in, which means the TMP, their time is running out. Bonzo gonna start pulling the trigger there as the raids go on. Inkosi, actually, Broly gonna be doing some damage onto Oxium. It's just Broly still, and he is doing the work. He's gonna knock Aimbot as well, looking to get some more damage in for the squad. It looks like Natural Killers are actually gonna rotate off as well. They are not prepared to deal with what's coming out of that house as TMP are still clashing.
Aimbot goes down.
Ooh. Oh. The shots are flying. The shots are flying. TMP relocating. They are still standing strong. Meanwhile, Oxium still taking fights against the Natural Killers, who have now been sent away. Their decision to rotate was the end of them as Oxium capitalized. There's only 2 of them left. Inkosi has one of their own who's trying to capitalize off of that. TMP are trying to rotate down, but are they going to make the same mistake as the Natural Killers? We're about to find out. Juicy is there waiting as Shady makes his way down. The smoke is enough. Flecko going to take down Joker. So this looks like TMP are finally coming out on top, and they do. Squad wiped, and now they move down. It is Oxium. It is TMP. It is Broly. How long does Broly have left? Actually, he's going to win the fight against Alien. That is huge. Look, he's on like such a tiny amount of HP. Oh, and TMP take down Juicy. They have essentially won this, and there it is.
Well done. Well freaking done. Well played, man. That was insane. Wow. That was insane. Man, I am so glad that I'm only spectating and not playing in this because wow, just the stress from these zones, these teams. Wow, it is absolutely insane. We got Temper now coming in with 22 kills.
Oh my word, that is quite the score, if I do say so myself.
Wow, 22
score.
kills. Well
Yeah,
done.
that is
Well deserved.
Well played.
Yeah, that was insane. That is yeah, like that. Yeah, give them the chicken. They were, you know, just ripping it up. Wow. We've got Inkosi there in second place. Also, what a play there by, I think it was Mr. Broly in the end. Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Broly there.
Yeah, he did a lot of work there. Broly was able to
work.
single-handedly just do some work by himself there by the cover and just take out quite a few players before going down.
Yeah, beautiful work. And then, of course, we've got Oxium there in third place, finishing their play off on 7 kills. You know, also pretty good positioning there by them, pretty good plays. That you know, the way that they've kind of just been, you know, utilizing their position, it didn't pay off as well as they would have hoped for in this round, but we've seen, you know, that really work extremely well, you know, in the previous rounds that we've had, and you know, the placement also reflecting that, you know. So Oxium, really well done, well played there. We've got the team here from Mecha 6 coming in 4th place. Only 2 kills for them there, unfortunately. The Natural Killers, there was also a bit of a slaughter there. Even their kill count reflects that, you know. Nice 9 kills there for them as well. 5th place.
Yep.
Then we got Nibble Odyssey, 6 kills. You know, Nomad and Sidon really, well, raking in the frags there.
Yeah.
You know, Optic doing the distracting pod, let's call it that. You know, he's like drawing the fire and having them shoot at him. So, well done, well done. We got the players from Extreme, of course, in 7th place. Then, of course, we've got Effects in 8th place. The Make You Nation in 9th place. We got Reluctant in 10th place. Spaza Gaming in 11th. We got Vibrant in 12th place. We got the players from SS Syndicate in 13th. We've got the Escapades, of course, in 14th place. Then Sin's Rage in 15th place. Rain in 16th. We got Gun, sadly, going out in 17th place. They got
Sure.
yeah, they got wiped really hard early on. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Temper that took them out, or was it Oxy? It's in the
I can't
replays.
actually remember.
I know it's in the replays.
Yeah, it's somewhere
at least.
there.
It's in there. It's in there. We'll see it when we watch them highlights. And then of course the players here from the Testo gang finishing off in 18th place. And then we have of course Tears of Chaos, the first team back to the lobby once again. But man, what a play, what a game, what a night it has been.
Yeah,
an absolute
it has been
blast.
very interesting.
Yeah,
It certainly has. Yeah.
some interesting, crazy plays. I want to thank you guys for making it so damn hard to commentate and spectate all the fights. Yeah, whatever you've been doing, keep it up. It's absolutely amazing. You guys are playing fantastically. If anyone says otherwise, just refer them to me.
Yeah.
Or to
Yeah,
Patch.
definitely.
Yeah. Refer them to Patch.
Yeah.
Patch will handle
Just
it. You know, he'll just smile at
send them our way. We'll dispatch some justice. Now, for
There
real,
we
you
go.
guys have been great. Keep
Yeah.
on putting in the work. There's some great improvement. We can see it. And yeah, just keep on keeping on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we've got some good stuff. We're seeing some amazing plays happening here, and yeah, it's all worth it in the end. You know, to get the chicken dinner means you got the points, and you can make it all the way to the end. And yeah, there's exciting stuff at the end of that tunnel. So yeah, GG, well played.
Yeah, and getting chicken dinners in these matches aren't that easy. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. I really commend you guys on that. Well done. Well played. Thank you so much for the show. Thank you for giving us all the action. Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you'd like to take part in the Inkosi Super Cup, please look up Nodwin Gaming on Facebook. You can find them there. Also, I have all their links in the description down below in case you have any other further questions. Yeah, but be sure to check out the links in the description if you want to register for the Inkosi Super Cup, and of course stand a chance there to participate in our monthly final. But yeah, there we go. There we have it. I think that is pretty much it from our side. Let's get into the last highlights from this previous match. And then, of course, we're going to end off the stream there. But once again, thank you so much to everyone for watching. Thank you to the teams for playing. Patch, thank you once again.
Of course.
Much
Cheerio.
appreciated. Even though I had you muted for a little while there by accident. Oopsie. Yeah, if it wasn't for Raji telling me, then yeah, I would probably have only noticed a little bit later. But either way.
Amazing.
There we
Well,
go.
GG.
But there we go, guys. That's it from our side. I'm going to stop talking nonsense and I'll see you guys, of course, in the next one. Yeah, there we go. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Making the push straight up in towards Pachinki. So let's jump up into Pachinki. Haven't started a match here in quite some time.
Look at the zone though. It's sort of hovering around those two bridges again. And if we see play around the bridges again, oh man, this is gonna be interesting. We already have some people being run over as well.
Oh, there we go.
This is an interesting stop.
Deity. Ooh. Oh, down he goes. Up comes Staples. So we got a beautiful hit there on Jinx getting knocked. Now Staples trying to move in, trying to get those last few hits in. Panic bleeding out slowly but surely. There we go, Fury. Oh, loads of jump shots. Who's gonna get it? Down goes Panic. Oh, and the Staple lands that hit. Well, we've got Gun all now pushing in on Temper here. Shady and Nukes both getting a knock in. What a grin though. Wow. Wow, that was a beautiful one. Didn't do much, but it was beautiful. Now Slim trying to heal up. We've got the players there from SS coming in from behind. Slim is, well, he's been spotted. The joke's up and down he goes. Well, a quick thirst. So, Arctic is down. Let's see, where's Squeak? Oh, bit of a pre-fire. Odyssey turning up the pain on the Sins Rage team there. Yeah, no, even the players here from Extreme are getting hit pretty badly. Ooh, Temper gets that hit in on Rolex, so SS goes down. Temper now pushing up in full force. There we go, Trip gets taken down as well. Well played to Cry gets those hits in on Juicy. Riggs and Aimbot taking a bit of damage as well. Ooh, down goes Cry. Reluctant now also getting hit. Let's quickly jump up here to Reluctant as the natural killers move in. Bloodthirsty and all. Oh, Astro, beautiful play. Up they come, down he goes.
Now the shots are flying and Effects taking a lot of damage there as TMP and Odyssey are super close. Oxium also gonna get hit as well down towards the south as shots are fired all across the map.
Oh, Make Your Nation gets blown up. What? Well done.
There, Oxium still all the way to the other side, but they are slowly making their way up. Spirit gonna get taken down. In the meantime, Alien gonna remove him from the map, but this is a bit of a spot. Shady moving up through the smoke. Shots are gonna start getting fired as they move up to try and raid the house. Poison, Shade, Bonzo, can they make it happen? Here it comes. Odyssey getting hit by TMP. Optic gonna fall. Sidon gonna fall. They are still standing strong. Meanwhile, Oxium still taking fights against the natural killers who have now been sent away. Their decision to rotate was the end of them as Oxium capitalized. There's only 2 of them left. Inkosi has one of their own who's trying to capitalize off of that. TMP are trying to rotate down, but are they going to make the same mistake as the natural killers? We're about to find out. Juicy is there waiting as Shady makes his way down. The smoke is enough. Flecko going to take down as Shady makes his way down. The smoke is enough. Flecko going to take down Joker. So this looks like TMP are finally coming out on top, and they do. Squad wiped, and now they move down. It is Oxium. It is TMP. It is Broly. How long does Broly have left? Actually, he's going to win the fight against Alien. That is huge. Look, he's on like such a tiny amount of HP. Oh, and TMP take down Juicy. They have essentially won the